Lord have mercy. All right, what's up? We are live. Thank you all so very much for another episode. We are here. You guys, listen, I'm just getting myself situated because we thought we was gonna have to cancel um this live today because of it was storming, it was raining. Maybe the tornado sounds was everything. They was like run for cover. I'm getting texts from this places going under. I'm like, where I'm gonna run for cover? I live on the third floor. Like, cover where? We ain't got no basement. So people that y'all may sit down, go on and sit on down. I'm like, what in the world's going on? Where am I run for cover at? I'm on the third floor. So I'm like, wow, what's going on? I'm like, this will happen on the Tory Lanez trial. This week is definitely one of the highest rated weeks for this last quarter. And here we go. It's a tornado warning. So I'm like, what in the world's going on? I said, let me think. Okay, can I go in the closet? I got too much stuff in the closet. I got too many toys in the closet. Oh no, I got dolls and toys in the closet. And all type of stuff. I got toys. Don't ask me what type of toys in there and type of dolls in the closet, but I got stuff in there. So I know I can't really fit in the closet. I got so many devices. By press or some might vibrate. But that's in the closet. So okay, I'm not gonna panic. I'm gonna calm down. So I ordered something on my grocery. I ordered something on the grocery thing, and I'm gonna send y'all my promo code. So if anybody wanna sign up to get their groceries delivered, I'm on Instacart. I was like, I don't know if it's gonna be canceled because I got a taste for some steak, and I said, let me hurry up and just order something on here. And I'm like, let me go ahead and order something on here because I really wanted me some steak. And having some steak, I want to make sure that I get to eat a lunch because this is gonna be a busy day. So I go there and I order something. I said, man, it's gonna be. I said, please let this man get through this storm to deliver my steak. All right. So he was able to deliver the steak, and because I want to air fry me some steak, and I was like, okay, he's able to deliver it and stuff like that. So I said, okay, you know what I'm saying? Here we go. So he was able to deliver it. I was able to get my orange because I get kind of hungry when I'm doing the show, and I said, okay, and then I needed some skinless chicken breasts. All right, I got skinless chicken breasts because I like to eat. Just in case. I needed a little snack, put some in the air fryer and eat because I'm trying to cut back ordering food from the restaurant. So, okay. But I appreciate that. They were able to find everything that I ordered because usually when you use Instacart, they can't find this. They got to replace this. They don't have that. So this particular time, they find everything that I ordered. Mm-hmm. And I made sure to order it in the morning instead of waiting until people get off work and then you got to be, the stuff running out. That's what I did. And I said, let me go ahead and do that really, really, really quickly. I said, let me do this right now because if I don't do this right now, it's going to be some problems. All right. Because I had a taste for some steak. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I love to eat me some steak. All right. Steak is like one of my favorite foods. Steak, fried chicken, salmon, fish. I love me some fish. But I would love to. I'm gonna cook me for my cooking show. I'm gonna cook me some fried fish. Definitely want that. Some fried fish is my favorite thing, and I want to make sure you got to be careful saying fish. You can't say fish anymore because last time I said I wanted some fried fish. A feminist person came to me. A feminist. She said, "Don't call me no fish." I said, "Excuse me." You can't say fish anymore. You got to be careful when you say fish now. Growing up, I used to say that. What up, fish? Mm. So now you can't say that word no more. People get mad when you say fish. You know what I'm saying? There's some women out here that get real offended. And you just can't what up and pull that word up no more. Hey, fish! I'm not a fish. I'm a lady. Okay? But that's a term of difference. So, speaking about fish, Michelle Atiela. Now, she was live. No, she recorded a video. And so I was trying to find something to watch. So I'm just so happy to be on YouTube. And I was watching Angela Yee. We're going to get into that. And I was watching Michelle Atiela. So she was talking about fish. Don't call me fish. Don't degrade me. And she was just roasting T.S. Madison, calling T.S. Madison all type of men. Then she had some queen on there. And let me tell you something. I know a queen when I see a queen, okay? This person supposed to be her friend. Now, he said he's straight. You ain't straight, all right? I don't think that man is straight, but he say he's straight. But yeah, he talking about T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison, she better be watching out. She should be talking about that. And she supposed to be, she bought the trademark against Kaya. And you know what? I don't have no respect for T.S. Madison because that's a whole man right there. That's a whole man. But I'm straight. I'm straight. I ain't part of the LGBT community. I'm straight. I'm like, girl, really? Really? So you straight? You better come on. So you straight. Doing all of that. Okay, girl. I see you. So she released this video, and I knew the video was old, but once you release a video, the average person not gonna know that it's old. A new viewer gonna be like, it's a new video. So I'm gonna talk like it's new. Then she called my wife. She called my wife, Nick at night. She called her a raggedy bee. That's what she said. Michelle Taylor called Nick at night a raggedy bee. I'm like, is she talking about my wife? So I'm just listening to all of this, and I'm just getting the key out of all of this. And I don't know what made me go watch it, but I had it on my TV. Now I know it's an old live, but again, once you release something, it's new. All right? And it's new, and I'm bringing it to it's brand new video that she released. Now, she probably talked about that a while ago, but once you release it to the public, it's new. All right? So I'm hearing this, and I'm just seeing this. She just really mad at Nick because Nick did, pretty much took the apology of T.S. Madison and all of that. But I understand where Michelle Atiela is upset because they keep calling her Gary Coleman. They keep calling Michelle Atiela and Gary Coleman. So y'all know how Gary Coleman look. And so every time she go live and they respond, they talk about Gary Coleman. And Gary Coleman was one of my favorite, child actors. I used to love him in Good Times. He played in Good Times. And I think he had an episode in Good Times. He had an episode, he was good in Different Strokes. And so, yeah, every time they call her that, and they always say her yoni smell like fish. And I remember I sent Michelle Atiela an email, and I sent her an email. I said, "Dear Michelle Atiela," I said it like this: "They always say you smell like fish. I personally believe that you need to be selling the yoni wash and get that, that coin, and let that yoni wash be your sponsor. Because they always say fish, you smell like fish, and men say you smell like tartar fish. If I were you, I would promote the product and capitalize off of people saying you smell like fish and say, hey, Pay little clips of people saying you smell like fish and all that, and say, I use the yoni wash. And my yoni smell good. It don't smell like fish no more. And I told her, I said, you need to be promoting the Pangea yoni wash and do a commercial, right? You get Funky Dineva in there saying you smell like fish and be like that. Hello, y'all. My name is Michelle Atiela. And down here in my yoni, it just smell like fish. But once I use that yoni wash, it is so good and fresh, it don't smell like fish anymore. I would do that. And people will rush there and buy that, and buy that yoni wash because they be like, oh my gosh, Funky Dineva says she smell like fish. This person says she smell like fish, but she used a yoni wash and it smelled good and fresh. It don't smell like fish anymore. And that would have brought a lot of products to that yoni wash. A lot of people did it. And I know she probably would have not done that and probably wouldn't have done that. I said and stuff like that. And then I also sent an email to Michelle Atiela. I sent another email. I always send emails. I said, Dear Michelle Atiela, when they make the biopic for Gary Coleman, you should play Gary Coleman's mother, right? And while playing Gary Coleman's mother, that role can be yours because everybody named mama know you as Gary Coleman. So why not, once they do his biopic, play Gary Coleman's mama? I said, I sent an email. I said, play the mama. So she didn't respond. But that's a bag right there. That's a whole bag. You can play his mama. Now, don't even. Did she respond? That's a whole bag. Do you know, a lot of people are like, Dig, did you see that Gary Coleman movie? Michelle looked just like his mama. Wow. We're going to have to nominate her for a Golden Globe. We're going to have to nominate her for a BET. We're going to have to nominate her for an NAACP award. Because this is awesome. See, I would capitalize off of that. See, Claudia Jordan said that she looked like Gary Coleman. So why not use that to your advantage and play Gary Coleman's mama? And people will watch it. And you know what, Michelle Atiela? It would do more numbers than Bros. It will do a lot of numbers, and that will be your income right there. And then you can go on tour and say, you know what? Talk about your experience, and then you can do the famous line. What you talking about, Willis? You can do that famous line, and people will give money. It's a lot of people that have lookalikes and making coins. You can get that coin. If I was you, if people kept calling me Gary Coleman, I would go on tour as a Gary Coleman lookalike. What you talking about, Willis? I'll be doing it. I will get that money. Like you literally sitting on a bag. I ain't listening to some of y'all. Come on now. Anyway, so I saw the video, and you can't get mad. You can't you just let me get my words together. Just like Mama, what's her name? She looked like Bow Wow. Actually, Glow really looked like Bow Wow. And what's the other one that looked like Bow Wow? Lil Mama. What's her name? She looked like Bow Wow. Give me a sec. We talking about it. We doing our intro right now. She looked like Bow Wow. What's the one that looked like Bow Wow? The one that went on the Breakfast Club and she was crying. She looked like, Lil Mama. Thank you, Lil Mama. So Lil Mama should be mad if you look like Bow Wow. Take advantage of that. Michelle Atiela could do plays. She could do Broadway. When they do a play of the life of Gary Coleman, Michelle can play the mama. She can play the mama. And I ain't no offense to her. Ain't nothing wrong with you resembling a celebrity. That's money right there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Make that money. And I'm glad that Lil Mama said to Bow Wow, listen, Bow Wow, we can make out some money right there. And I can see Michelle Atiela now in her garment, Gary Coleman's mother, in that, dressing in the 60s and the 50s in that garment, and then she break out in a nice song. That's money right there. Do you know how much fame that Michelle Atiela can get from that? Chat. I'm telling her how to get a bag. Do you know how much fame that she can get? Do you know how much fame? That's money right there. And I know some of y'all gonna send her email. She may block me, and it's fine. I'm a sit-down comedian, right? But if you call me all type of men, Mandy man this, Mandy man that, and that's kind of comical saying that you look like Gary Coleman. I say play the mama. Right? That's what I'm talking about. But don't nobody talk about my wife. You can't talk about Neek. Only I can talk about Neek at night. That's my wife. She chocolate thick, chocolate. She look good. Don't nobody talk about Neek at night. I love that woman. The way she sell her pajamas and everything, like she thick, chocolate, innocent. She's nice, intelligent, black. She's a good mother. She smell good. I believe I can smell her through the computer. She smells nice. She's intelligent. Anytime she come in, I blush. So don't be talking about my Neek at night. No, don't be talking about my Neek at night, player. Don't be talking about. Hold up, man. Man, when you talk about my Neek at night, I get into a position, man. I'm ready to be like, like I'll be ready to, you get me out my chair when you talking about Neek. Hold up. Oh man, you talking about T.S. Madison because she look a little hard, but don't be talking about my Neek. Leave her alone, because I damn sure I don't want to see Neek at night getting a sock. That's one thing you gotta leave Neek at no, because one thing about Neek. Yo, just don't understand. I just get here and I sell my pajamas and she pull up a sock. No, don't talk about my Neek. Don't talk about my Neek. She pull out that sock. We gonna have some problems. Don't talk about it. Then she get a sock out there, and then I don't we just talking about my Neek at night. Don't bring my Neek at night up. Don't bring her, because I don't want her bringing up a sock and then something like that, and then got her this beautiful black queen crying. No. So I got to be careful again saying fish. That's how I can't say fish anymore. I got to be careful because that word is offensive. I got to lay back on that word. So now hey, she's so beautiful. She's so nice. But in I was raised in the community. Is she in the comments? How you doing, Neek? We just saw her. Have a seat. How you doing, Neek? We just doing a little comment. Look how she just coming into the chat. It's early in the morning. Anyway, I'm not blocked. We love. No, I didn't say Neek having blocked. Anyway, but I got to be careful using that word fish. And so now I say, how you doing, beautiful queen? You are nice. You're beautiful. How you doing, beautiful sister? Good morning. You can't use fish. Oh, you look so fishy today. You can't say that now. Back in the day, I used to talk to one of my neighbors. Her name was Carisha. It was Carisha. Salisha. It wasn't Carisha. It was Salisha. And I said, oh, girl, you looking kind of fishy today. And that was the kind of term. I didn't know that was an offensive term until I came to YouTube. I used to say it all the time. Oh, you looking so fishy today. You looking kind of perch. You looking kind of catfish. Oh, look at this catfish walking the block today. But now I can't say the fish word on YouTube no more. They said you can't say that word no more. You can't say the fish word. I used to say it all the time. Oh, you looking kind of fishy. Woo! Look at her. She's looking kind of fishy. So once I got to YouTube, I couldn't say it no more. I couldn't do it no more. I can't say it no more. They said you can't say it. So, I got to get other words. All right. Anyway. So when Michelle released that video, I was triggered to talk about because I was watching it. Right? All right. So that was that. Welcome to the Wiley Show. They got Nika Knight coming out here. And it's early where she at. It's actually 8:45. And she need to have her breakfast. So she up. It's 8:45 where she's at right now because she's out on the West Coast and she's in the chat. Welcome. And if she want to come on and say something, I don't know if she want to say something, if she want to promote something, anything that she want to do, we will follow her lead. All right. And she don't, Okay. Wow, that's for educating me. I call Michelle. Yeah, so I'm educating y'all. So that's what I was saying. And thank y'all sorry for the intro. I wasn't prepared to say this, but if I wasn't watching that on my 32-inch television, just by I'm gonna buy your pajamas. I will. I'm gonna buy your pajamas, Neat. If you have I'm gonna just buy it and I'm gonna give a gift and stuff. I gotta see what size my mom wear because she can wear the pajamas and stuff like that. Because I don't like to wear pajamas. I like to be natural, just have it all out. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to wear no pajamas when it breathes. Whoosh, you know what I'm saying? I just have it all out. My pajamas is having on a blanket. You know what I'm saying? To just cover up, take everything. You know what I'm saying? I love that breeze. Just whoosh, whoosh. I don't believe in all that pajamas and all that type of stuff Man, I'm just not just let it hang out. I don't believe in all the pajamas. I just let it hang out. All that put on pajamas and then all that type of stuff. No, I tried that about one good time. I said, no, I ain't no pajama man. I never was raised with pajamas. We were poor. We couldn't afford no pajamas. We barely could afford clean socks. So we wasn't pajama wearing. We couldn't even hardly have clean socks and clean drawers. And you better hope the drawers ain't got holes in the drawers. So we had pajamas. Man, you better put on your swimming trunks and go to bed. That's what it was. So we didn't have like pajamas. So now hey, the only reason why I wear clothes for YouTube, because you gotta wear clothes for YouTube until I get my OnlyFans. And I could be like Storm and do, lives with no clothes on. But we can't do that for YouTube. So we got to put on clothes. But I don't like wearing clothes. I really, really don't. Anyway, I would have. Okay. But yes, I would buy some of your pajamas. All right. Anyway, wow, I lost my train of thought. I'm blushing. I'm really, really blushing because the queen has entered. I'm blushing because the queen has entered. But I want to say something else. Regardless of T.S. Madison, regardless Michelle Atiela, I want, and I email both of them. And right, Paul, we did email Michelle and we emailed T.S. Madison. I want to go to Georgia and I want to have a sit-down conversation with Maddie and with Michelle Atiela. I'm going to bring camera crew and we want to have a conversation and I want to mediate the conversation. And while mediating the conversation, I want them two sisters to come together and we have a sit down. We're going to have, we may even have Gary Coleman Estate, be one of the sponsors. Pangea Wash, you know what I'm saying? To be one of the Pangea Wash, to be one of the sponsors. We may even get a fish company, right, Paul? Like a fish company to like a fish, that produce the fish. Have them to come in like to be one of the sponsors. Yes. Yes, we can get a company that the testosterone and all that. We get them to come and host it. So we definitely had it in there. So again, we reached out to Michelle Atiela and we reached out to TS Madison. So if they agree to be on here, we would have that conversation, and we are streaming live on the Wiley Show. All right. Okay. All right. You see what y'all saying today? It's something like, see, they can't even say, anyway, when I get dragged, I just get dragged. Okay. Wow, that's just the intro. So I was minding my own business, and this ran across my desk. Some funk. All right. And speaking about somebody that is musty. So I was like, what does this smell? This guy. All right. He have been arrested again for carrying a concealed weapon. It's just like, I don't know what is going on with this guy. I don't know if he's trying to live in his father's footsteps. I don't know if he's the pressure of being having a father that's in prison. I just don't know. Lil Meech, he's back in jail because this dummy decide to go to the airport carrying a concealed firearm. I don't understand that. I just don't understand it. He was already arrested a couple of months ago because he decided to not pay for some jewelry that he got, and he tried to steal the jewelry, I believe, and he's back in jail. Thank you, Neek. Said, keep up the good work, Wiley. Love you. I'm gonna work harder because of what you said. And it doesn't make any sense. What is going on with him? You on a hot show, you are a celebrity, and ever since they said that man was musty, this man want to prove that he's a thug. Ever since that black woman came out and said he was in the club musty, he want to steal more. He want to carry a concealed weapon because, he tired of people calling him musty. So he the type of person, listen, the next person call me musty, they gonna get it. So ever since then, he's been doing criminal behavior. If you don't know who this man are, you ain't got stars. All right. The show that he's on, damn, what show he on? Y'all let me know in the chat what show he on. Because it comes on Stars. Let me know what show he's on. I don't know. Y'all comment below what show he's on. Because I did BMF. Thank you. He's on BMF. And he's on Star. I watch him already on BMF. But ever since that woman said he was musty, the man committed crime. He want to wear chains. But chains don't cover up funky, musty behavior. It don't. Deodorant, showering, good body wash, and soaps. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care how good you look. One thing I can't stand is a musty person. I had a coworker. I'm not gonna say that coworker name, and I got some of my coworkers that do watch the Wiley Show. So and he's an actor. He's an actor, you guys. Some of y'all ain't got stars. I understand y'all ain't got stars and everything like that. Some of y'all ain't got no cable. Y'all just watch YouTube. So y'all get y'all news from the Wiley Show. So he's an actor on BMF. 50 Cent is the executive producer. For the second season, you're gonna have Monique gonna be a part of it. You're going to have Young Miami going to be a part of it. And you got Cash Doll that's going to be a part of it. So, again, I'm just letting y'all know because some of y'all ain't got cable and all that. And y'all ain't got no apps. Only thing y'all got is the Wiley Show. So, I get this when you get your news. So, I understand. Anyway, so I understand. But I had a coworker. And I'm not going to say her name because some of my coworkers watch the show. I had a coworker. Baby, she was funky. It was so bad. You had people that was in a coma that got out of a coma just to complain about her smell. You had patients that don't even know how to talk. They came up with a good sense of saying she stink. They would point at her. It was one patient. She couldn't talk or whatever. She couldn't talk, but she can do a little hand like we understand each other. So she was helping me change her, and she pointed and she did I know like that she was pointing like she was so funky. So what did I do? I went to the boss. I said, listen, y'all need to tell her to shower her, clean, wash her. behind. That's insulting. Now, we already got to smell these residents, but we get paid to smell them and clean them and all stuff like that. But for her, she need to bathe. And they brought her in there, and I said, you need to bathe. I said, if you ain't got no water at home, if you ain't got no soap, it's all these showers in this building. And I said, y'all should let her get in the shower and clean herself because she too funky. It's disturbing my peace. I can't focus on lunch. She too musty, smell like onions. So they had a whole meeting, and they got it together, and she wasn't funky again because I said, I'm going to put an end to it. You ain't going to be around me funky, smell like hot onions. Absolutely not. Now, it might not be in your religious practices. It might not be in your culture to wear deodorant, but you in America. And one thing about America is in the Constitution, in the third paragraph, section 4.5, in that section, one of the founding fathers said, you must wash your ass. It's in there. I don't know which one of the founding fathers said it, but they sure said it. It's in there. The Declaration of Independence, they put it in there, and they said, you must wash your ass. It's in there. It's in the Constitution. And so again, so she smelled much, much better. And I thank you, I had to let her know because she was disturbing my peace. You know what I'm saying? Because we already got to smell these residents smell like piss and shit and all that type of stuff. But we get paid to have to accumulate that. We don't get paid to smell your armpits and your yoni area smelling like fire. We don't get paid for all that. When I'm in the break room, I don't want to be smelling no funk. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, that just disturbed my peace. And I know I got some coworkers that do watch my show, so I apologize. I apologize and stuff. If it goes to the higher up and to the bosses, I would let the bosses know this. I do a whole show. I didn't say no names. I'm not wearing no company logo. Again, the views. Okay, let me read a statement. The views of the opinions do not represent Shady Pines Nurse and Rehabilitation Center. The views and opinions of the Wiley Show do not represent Shady Pines nursing home. Okay, the views and opinion only represent the Wiley Show. Okay, I just want to make sure we make that statement. We have our legal note here because I just want to make sure, because just in case it goes to the boss and I got to go speak to the boss and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I cleared up. So again, I read the statement because it may go to the bosses, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that. I want to make sure that when I'm saying don't represent Shady Pines Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, don't represent them. These are my views. Don't represent the company. Okay. All right. Somebody said, Wiley, you are hilarious. Thank you. Oh, thank you so very much. You had left me $19.99 Floribelli. Rebelle. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you so very much. Okay. All right. Because all right. So that was that. Okay. Now with something else I wanted, because the spirit is just leading me today to talk about these people. And we're not even done with the show. We just in the intro. We still in the intro. How many shows that get you in the intro? You know what I'm saying? All right. Baby, we still in the intro. We not even at the main topic. We still at the intro. Okay? All right. We still at the intro. Can I go on? Let me know. Can I go on? Is it all right? Is that all right? Okay. So that was that person. We talked about him. So again, let me go to my photos because we didn't have time to bring his photos up. Excuse me. All right. So the spirit is just leading me. So we talked about this last night. We're going to talk about it again. Give me a second. Where's the tab? Here we go. Okay. Now, look this. Now, I'm a man of my business. Bro, I was minding my business. And so somebody DM me a post. And I'm like, what is this? A crunchy, like halfway burnt booty hole. Like, why you sent this to me? And I didn't know who it was. And they said it's Lil Fizz. I don't know if it's Lil Fizz because that coloration, as you can see in his face, it's like not that dark. But your booty hole should not be, you know what I'm saying, Michael Blackson skin complexion. I just don't understand that. So I don't understand. That means you ain't cleaning that crack. That means you dehydrated or something like that. And I'm like, who's eating that? Because if that looked disgusting, look crunchy and runchy. It looked like, you know what I'm saying, that you just put tissue up there and you don't wipe it. You just don't wipe in here. You just, it looked disgusting. So when I saw it, I said, this can't be Lil Fizz. This better not be Lil Fizz. Because, you know, Lil Fizz, he's a good looking guy. But I look at him weird that it's that way. And let me tell, can somebody send me Lil Fizz Instagram? Can somebody send me his Instagram? Because I want to leave him a voice note. I'm going to be nice. So don't get offended and stuff like that. Because, you know, Lil Fizz, people probably watching because I know y'all send it to him and stuff like that. We're going to restream this. I get it. Can y'all send this to Lil Fizz? And I don't know if it's his, but I do want to send him a voice note. So if you can send me his Instagram, I want to send him a voice note really, really quickly. All right? Give me a second. I want to send him a voice note really, really quickly. Something's, you know, I just don't understand. And I you know, they were touched. And I'm not going to victim blame or victim shame, but they were touched from, you know, from teenage and all of that. And, you know, they just need to come on out of the closet. None of them can keep a relationship from Omarion, from Lil Fizz, from Ray J. He wasn't in B2K, but he was around the area. For all these people, they never could keep women. So they were all just messing around with each other. And it was a singer. He was a singer that was actually a part of Death Row. And I forgot his name. If you know his name, let me know because I read his book. And so they were all messing around with each other. Marcus Houston, all of them was like messing around with each other. And so they just all just really, really weird. So with that being really, really weird, they have all out of stuff. And I'm just going to say allegedly because I don't want to get sued. I'm going to say allegedly, all right? And I definitely want to leave him a voice note. If y'all send me his Instagram, we will leave him a voice note. So they just played around with each other. And I get it. Lil Fizz, just come on out of the closet. Yeah, Danny Boy, because Danny Boy said he messed around with a lot of people coming up in the industry. Danny Boy said he messed with a lot of people. Even Jason Lee said he messed with Danny Boy. We actually got on the phone with Danny Boy. He messed with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And so he said he messed with Ray J allegedly. He met, you know, they all messed around is what he was trying to say. And, you know, Danny Boy used to hang around with Ray J and all of them, you know, coming up. Y'all know what I'm saying. I read the man's book. And then something else. Thank you, Paul. Something else that Danny Boy said. He said that he actually screwed Mary J when she was on her period. He said it was the best. He said he said she was on her period, and he said that hotel room was destroyed. He said bloody sheets was everywhere, and he said he actually had sex with Mary J on her period. And he also said he messed with men, right? So that's what happened. So I read the man's book, and I think he said The Life on Death Row. I believe that was the name of the book, The Life on Death Row. Make sure y'all go see it. So one of my producers, they sent me the book. So I read the book, all right? And so that's just how that went. And that's what happened. And he said he missed having sex with Mary J. And Mary J was actually having sex with Danny Boy when he was a teenager and she was an adult in her early 20s. And he was like 15 or 16 years old. And he was having a sexual relationship with Danny Boy. All right. It's in the man book. I read the book. His name is Danny Boy. Danny Boy is his name. Danny Boy. Yep. Danny Boy. Uh-huh. That's what he said. So I'm not saying something that he didn't put in his book. And I know, and then nobody canceled Mary J at all. She didn't get canceled. But they also, y'all talking about canceling R. Kelly. Mary J should be canceled because she ain't nothing but a predator, okay? A predator, allegedly. So if she actually did that, she need to be locked up as well, all right? So that's what he wrote his book. So again, back to Lil Fizz, I ain't with that. You know, that what I don't know if that's him because that wasn't his same skin complexion. What is his Instagram? Let me find his Instagram. And I told y'all to send it to me. Y'all moving a little bit too slow. All right, let me see if I can find his Instagram. Let me see if I can find his Instagram. Lil Fizz Instagram. They said, but Mario would never. Somebody's on. Okay, is that it? Oh yeah, y'all sent it to me. Thank you. All right. Hey, Lil Fizz, this is Wiley from the Wiley Show. I don't know if that was the crack of your ass, but if it is, what made you want to release it? I highly doubt it's yours because your skin complexion is more like a brownish, like a yellow brownish type color, and that ass crack was kind of crispy black. So again, if it is yours, if you want to come out of the closet, we will welcome you over here on the Wiley Show. We got millions of people that watch our show, and I would love to have a conversation with you. If you're down to come on the Wiley Show, just send me an email, send me a message. I go live anytime of the day or the night. All right. So if you're available to come on the show, come on the show. All right. Peace. Let me send them an email. Okay. Booking request. Booking request. Okay. Love to interview Lil Fizz on the Wiley Show. I would love to talk about his career and his upcoming projects. I hope to be hearing from you soon. Thank you, Wiley. All right, so we're going to send that in there. Let's see if he responds. All right. What's going on? Okay. So again, we put it out there. And again, I know people yeah, I reached out to him in I left him a voice note. And so if he responds to the voice note, let me tag him on the story. Give me a second. Let me see if I can follow him. Is I'm following Lil Fizz. Okay, I'm following Lil Fizz. Let me tag him on the story. Okay. It's air. Okay, air. Okay. Give me a second. All right. Boom. Tagged him on there. All right, we good to go. All right, because I can't tell y'all to do because y'all ain't got no cell phones. Y'all got the, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, so we want to talk about his upcoming projects. I would love to know how many of these celebs listen to your voice note. I know they be flabbergasted if they do. So we have to talk about that. And I know a lot of people don't like understand what we talking about and get it. They say, "Oh, Wiley, you this and you that." They ain't gonna never respond. You never know. They might respond, and if they respond, we'll be right there and we'll love to have that response from them. But again, we're going to send it to them and we're going to ask the questions. I'm the type of person, I'm just not going to be having the Twitter fingers. If I see something that I want to dive into, I'm going to send a voice note. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to send an email. And they say, it's in script. They say you have not because you ask not, right? So I'm putting the request in, and he's going to respond. And guess what? He's going to come on the show, and he's going to give us an exclusive because guess what? We asked him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not going to just sit there and talk about you, publicly. I'm going to reach out to you in an email, in a DM, and say, come on the Wiley Show. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Did y'all understand that? Did y'all check my ratings? Millions of people tune into the Wiley Show. Hey, Miss J. Millions of people tune into our show. So I'm not intimidated not to reach out to Lil Fizz. I'm not intimidated not to reach out to Danny Boy. I'm not intimidated not to reach out to Storm. I'm not intimidated to reach out to these people. I reach out to these people. I remember I reach out. This is what I do. I will ask the tough questions. I don't just tell y'all to reach out because some of y'all a little fickle. Some of y'all a little fickle. Y'all will watch me and laugh. Ain't gonna give $1 or a quarter, but you'll give me a view, that's fine. I say, well, send it to Lil Fizz. You won't send it. But I'm glad that I'm able to send it to these people. And when they come on the show, y'all gonna say, yeah, look at why. Then you're gonna see more content creators. They're gonna be sending voice notes and emails like we're doing. You see it publicly. Publicly. I'm gonna ask the tough questions. Nobody intimidated. Yes, thank you. I love it. And you're unafraid to act. Thank you. That needs to be asked. Thank you. So we're gonna keep asking them that. We got 331 people watching. Oh, baby, I'm going to ask the tough questions. He can hit this link right now. Let me drop it just in case he jumped in here. Okay? All right? Just in case he watching. Because this is when I need y'all to be messy. Because y'all be real messy sending me stuff about content creators. But do y'all send this stuff to the celebrities? That's what counts. Anytime that a content creator doing something, anytime that Malago grabs her bad body, botched body, covering the case, y'all send me the emails. But when I reach out to the celebrities, y'all reach out to these celebrities like y'all be sending me all this stuff about these content creators. Y'all be sending it to me. Man, shoot, one of y'all is at the trial right now. Didn't send me $1, but you taking pictures of Milagograms and that bad body with that purge and that bad wide back, and you send it to my DM. So have that same energy and send it to the celebrities that who we talking about. All right? And I love Milagograms, but somebody was there. She got out of that car, that wide back. They took pictures and that purge. Hold on, that purge, that wide purge, and all that. They was just taking pictures. And they sent it to me. They sent it to they sent it to my DM. I didn't post it publicly. Yeah, they sent it to my DM. I love Milagograms. But she need to put them Buffalo Wild Wings out. Just saying, I need to put them down too. I didn't have no Red Bull. No Red Bull. You ain't see me with no Red Bull. They need no Red Bull. You know what I'm bulling off of? Life. I'm an entertainer. I don't need a Red Bull to entertain y'all. So, send it to these celebrities. Did you send it to Lil Fizz? Tag Lil Fizz. And watch Storm Monroe. He's somewhere in the bushes. Okay, I'm gonna tag Lil Fizz. I'm gonna send Lil Fizz an email and send him a picture of me shirtless. He gonna respond. You know what I'm saying? They in the bushes. Or mine somewhere in Paris, France. Oh, I'm gonna send it to Lil Fizz. He in Paris, France, looking tad. Y'all better send it to him. Did y'all send it to Lil Fizz? Talk back to me in the chat. You got the employee. Oh, I'm gonna send it to Lil Fizz. I'm good at what I do. And I'm happy. Did you send it to Lil Fizz? They send it to him. All right? We talk about folks over here. This is what we do. I get talked about every time. I remember, and we're going to get into our main topic, when I'm talking to y'all right now. I went to Vegas, and I didn't know how fat I was. Baby, I still thought I was skinny. So I went to Vegas, and I met up with the producers, and I decided to take pictures, you know. Hey, and I posted on my community wall. And baby, they started recording me. YouTubers started reporting on it. Armand started talking about me. I was wide. They were like, oh, wow, overweight. I didn't know how big I was, so I saw the pictures. I didn't know I was fat. I thought I was still skinny. I didn't know until I saw them pictures. I said, wow, boy, you big. Huge. Didn't know how to dress. Didn't have no style. Didn't know how to dress. Socks I had on clean socks, but I don't know how to dress. All that dressing stuff, I don't know that. I just got a shirt and some shorts and say, hey, let's meet up with the producers. And they met me. They met this wab. Or let me take a picture. I bet took a picture. My titties up there. They got titties and I got titties. Look at that. Just look at it. You know what I'm saying? Now if T.S. Madison bring me on the Queen Supreme Court, the Queen Supreme Court, I could do the titty dance. At one point, I didn't have no titties. I had a flat chest. I was skinny, but I was eating. And so now, good googly boogly. So now when I run, I got to run like this. I got to hold my chest. Because when I run, it's just whoop, whoop, whoop. It might knock me out. So I have to hold my chest. I have to hold my chest. And it was because when I run, because one time I was running and my left breast hit me in my nose and it hurt. It hit me in my nose. So I went to the emergency room. I said, what happened to your nose? It was bleeding a little bit. I said it was my right. I have to say it soft because I didn't want nobody to know my business. I said my right titty hit me in the nose. What did you say, sir? My right titty. You said your right titty? Yeah, I was embarrassed. So now, when I run, I have to hold my chest because these things they hard. Anyway, so they hard. So I have to. So that's my karma for making fun of big people. Now I'm one of them. Anyway, so when I saw the picture, I said, "Okay, Wiley, I gotta push the plate back." We brought a lawyer, aka a doctor. He said, "You need to drink some water." All right. So again, we have to do it. All right. All right. So I'm one of you now. I represent y'all. All right. So we're gonna get into our topic. I didn't know we was gonna have a show. I wasn't prepared to talk about this today. I was just led by the spirit to get it in and talk about this. Y'all talked to the lawyer doctor. The lawyer doctor told me to drink water. That's what he told me. You drink you some water with his chocolate self. You better watch out. Okay, I like to be a lawyer now. I was flirting with yelling at him. He drink you some. I love a car with his chaos. They call drink you some water. Put them Red Bulls back. I love. That's what the lawyer doctor told me to do. He said drink you some water. That's what he said. Y'all told me to listen to the lawyer doctor. All right. Anyway, speaking about the lawyer doctor, let's get ready for this topic. Wow. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in. Where are we at? The lawyer doctor. Let me see, because I had it on here. Let me make sure I bring it on here. I think it was like today. I believe it was, because I want y'all to see, excuse me, the picture. Okay, let me delete something really quickly. What I can delete. No, I can delete. Okay, I can delete that. Stream y'all should allow us to have more pictures up here, because this is a mess. Talk about a mess. Okay. So we're going to make sure that we talk about it. Share this live. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. So we finally know how the accuser look. He's in the middle with the hat. That's the accuser. So we finally know how he looked. The name of the accuser is let me make sure. The name of the accuser is Levantre. So Levantre is the accuser. And I did not know, for the little backstory, Larry Reid has been accused by not one person, but two people. The other person said he didn't remember. He recanted his story. This Levantre person still doing a press tour. He's still being funded and supported by Bishop Bernard Jordan, allegedly, and he's still being supported by and advised by the one that's bald headed, Brian Ponder. All right. So Brian Ponder, the one that's bald headed, the one with the suit that's bald headed, Mr. Ponder, and Bishop Bernard Jordan, they're supporting the guy with the hat in the middle. All right. So his name is I want to make sure we get his name right. His name is Levantre. Okay. Levantre. All right. So Levantre goes by on Facebook LA Trey Trey TRAYE. So he said this back to Larry Reid back in 2017, July 15, 2017. He said this, hey Reid, so it's clear that the conversation I had with PB was misinterpreted. So let me clarify. I didn't ask him why you deleted me. I told him I noticed you deleted me when I went to message you a few weeks ago. He's talking about because Larry Reid blocked him, or you didn't owe me an explanation for anything you decided to do with your life. It's not that I was uncomfortable asking you why. I just wasn't interested. If deleting me in Ash is one of the things it takes to make your life more enjoyable, then I encourage it. Honestly, if a vision was enough, which I don't believe, for you to make a in the moment decision to delete me from your social media without pursuing a conversation after almost 10 years of relationship history, we were never as close as I wanted to believe all these years anyway, bruh. You don't owe me anything. Even your explanation for why you deleted us agrees with my logic. You were able to rationalize that a conversation needed to happen. In response to the ratitization, you decided to delete us the best. That's not the way you respond in a relationship. So I want to make sure we get the other part. Now, this is the person that accused Larry Reid of molesting him, right? So he responded to Larry Reid after he'd gone on this tour. Back when he said these allegations back in the day, he sent Larry Reid a DM on Facebook. Larry Reid sent these DMs on Facebook to Conscious, and Conscious TV read it on the YouTube. So I'm reading it off of what he had on the YouTube, you guys. So again, I'm reading off his YouTube channel of the receipts that Conscious had on there on his show, reading the receipts of this accuser that accused Larry Reid of molesting him, right? So this accuser reaching out to Larry because Larry blocked him and the other person, and now he's just reaching out to him on Facebook. So give me a little time while I get the other part of the messages. And so when I read that, I'm like, why would you reach out to somebody that molests you and you mad because they blocked you? You shouldn't be want to do anything, and you married, you in a successful relationship. So why are you reaching back to Larry Reid? So I'm not understanding that if you were actually indeed molested. So I read that first part, and I said, wow, okay, I guess it got to be more to the story. And I said, so I was watching Conscious, and of course, I didn't watch it live because when I watch Conscious, I have to fast forward it because he gonna give his commentary, and I don't want to listen to his commentary. I just want to see these messages and these receipts so I can bring it to the YouTube family. Give me a second. Okay. Then it said at the last part, he let me see this. Okay. Responding in a relationship that has value to you. At least that's what you told me. I'm not sure what you meant by under the circumstances. I see why you didn't. I was never aware of a circumstance being created. We don't talk. My initial intent for wanting to inbox you was to let you know I forgive you. The last 18 months have taught me a lot about my relationship with myself and every other relationship in my life. I've had to swallow some really hard truths, and one of them is the fact for the past 7 years, I have existed in helping you believe that you did not molest me as a teenager. You have probably already internalized this on some level, but never enough to apologize. So I did the work for you. I don't need it though. Let me get to that part again when he said this. Okay. I've had to swallow some really hard truths. One of them is the fact that in the past 7 years, I've insisted in helping you believe that you did not molest me as a teenager. And that is what the accuser went on a press tour, have said this, and he had put it out there and admitted in a DM that Larry Reid did not molest him. He sent this DM back in 2017. And we're in 2022, and this brother is still going around saying that Larry molested him, but he recanted his story in a DM. So again, this is why I knew the man was a whole liar and he was trying to take down Larry Reid, and it didn't work. So I read this DM and I said, wow, okay. All right. So, and then I fast forwarded conscious commentary because I want to listen when Larry Reid come on. So Larry Reid comes on the show and he said that he got kicked out of the church because he was having sex with a woman, with a woman that was an adult, right? They kicked him out of the church. And that accuser, okay, you can see with the hat on, he actually was his mom and them, they were actually kicked out of multiple churches because of their behavior. And his name is Levantre, all right? That they were actually kicked out of multiple churches. So you see this behavior. He cuts them off. He kicks them out of the property. He just Larry cuts them off. And so now the guy has been going around saying that Larry molested him. You see in a DM that the guy actually said, you did not molest me. All right. So now Larry Reid get on the platform with Conscious. He talks about the situation, what really went down, how they got kicked out of the church, how he cut them off, and how Levantre, I'm gonna speak on him, how he's just been in his feelings ever since because Larry Reid cut him off, and he's just been going around telling people he's been molested, then he's recanted his story, etc. So now we get to Larry Reid saying that he's going to refile the lawsuit, because I was listening. I said, is he going to refile the lawsuit with the accuser? He said, yes, I'm going to refile the lawsuit. The reason why we dropped it is because the guy in the hat, Mr. Trey, he don't live in the same jurisdiction. So they have to drop it. He says he's going to refile it in the right jurisdiction. Then they get into, he said that I heard that Mr. Ponder was on the Wiley Show. All right. And he said that he's looking for me to serve me. He said that don't make any sense, because here I am traveling around the country, moving around. It ain't hard to find me if you want to find me. So that's wrong. And I knew that was a bunch of bullshit with Mr. Ponder, because I'm like, Larry he's outside. He ain't hiding. I talked to Conscious and I'm sorry, I talked to King Jobs, and King Jobs said, bruh, I'm not hiding. I knew the lawyer was full of boo-boo when he decided to say, I'll give you $500 if you can find Larry Reid. I'll give you $500 if you can find King Jobs. What kind of lawyer of integrity would try to solicit people to find somebody when you supposed to be this lawyer wearing all these tight suits with no neck, and you can't find Larry Reid or you can't find King Jobs? That doesn't make any sense for me. So when Larry said that, he said, I'm not hard to find. You can serve me and all of that. I'm not hard to find. No excuse. And then this attorney that's supposed to be so smart filed the lawsuit in New York. Larry Reid nor do King Jives live in New York. They don't live in New York. King Jives supposed to live in some part of Florida. Larry Reid supposedly, last time I checked, lives some part of Georgia. They don't live in Florida. So already with that particular case, they're going to tell the judge, we don't stay in the jurisdiction, so it's going to get thrown out because they don't stay in New York. So this lawyer, he's so quick to come on the show and telling me to drink some water, but he filed the lawsuit in New York. Neither one, King Giles or Larry Reid, live in New York. So you can't sue somebody that don't live in that particular state. And you're trying to sue. You have to sue it in their jurisdiction. So again, Larry Reid is innocent, like I said. And now that I see that accuser recanted and said, you did not molest me, that's all the words I need. And I can sleep well and continue to sleep well at night. So again, we're going to drop the link. We've been on here for an hour. And I saw it. We're going to drop the link. And we're going to, and this is the time for all the people that say, I believe Larry. This is the time for y'all to hit the link. This is the time for y'all to call in. I don't know if the StreamYard going to work, but we can use the phone. I'll put it up to the microphone or just use the StreamYard. You can put on your bonnet. You can have on your dirty drawers. We ain't going to see you. We just going to hear the audio. If you got something to say, this is the time for you to hit the link and you can say something. Let me see if I can open up StreamYard. Sorry, Blog Talk. I don't know if Blog Talk going to work because last time it wasn't working, you guys. So I apologize. I'm trying to work out the kinks with that, but we do have StreamYard. Do anybody want to hit the link? All right. Do anybody want to say something? Maybe they should stake out. Not stake out the park. Oh my gosh. Y'all are something else. And Larry Reid was outside today. You ain't checking his Instagram story? Come on. And he knew the man who was 16 years old. Absolutely. Absolutely. He didn't deny not knowing the guy. He know the guy. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to hear. So let me know if y'all can hear Blog Talk Radio. Let me know if y'all can hear the little message. Because I don't know, because it wasn't doing right. And I don't know if any of y'all want to call in, because some of y'all be so skeptical of hitting the link. So let me know if y'all can hear it, the sound. I'm gonna play it. I'll let y'all know when the sound come on. Let me know if y'all can hear it. If y'all can't hear it, then it's not working. And I'm gonna post the other number if it don't work. Yeah, let me know. Do y'all hear anything? Let me know if y'all hear anything. Y'all hear anything? We're not on Larry Reid payroll. Can y'all please stop saying that? If I was on this payroll, my eye would be fixed, my teeth would be fixed, my leg would be fixed. I am not on Larry Reid payroll, and my outfits would be fixed. Can y'all hear the Blog Talk Radio? Let me know if y'all can hear that message. Can y'all hear the Blog Talk Radio message? Give me a second. Y'all hear it? Can y'all hear it? If not, did y'all hear that Blog Talk Radio message? All right, so it's not working, you guys. All right, so I'm gonna have to use my cell phone if y'all trying to call in. Y'all stop with all that. You on his payroll, bruh. My teeth will be fixed, my eye be fixed, leg will be fixed. So okay, show me proof that he's on the payroll. I would have been in LA, you know what I'm saying, covering this trial. Who said I was on the payroll? Please show me proof that I'm on that payroll. Show me some evidence that I'm on that payroll. Where payroll? All right. Show me proof that I'm on the payroll. Where at? Said payroll. That means you're getting paid on a weekly basis, 2 weeks, or every 2 weeks, or a monthly type of thing. And I'm not on the payroll. Okay? You said payroll. Please show me proof. And these are old cell phones. These are old. Only one work. I mean, only one is got service, but I can use the other number. So yeah. So again, Wiley, you are going hard for free because I can. Okay. Charles said there's a video and audio with the College of Bishops referring to this, but we out for now. what the college of Bishop said. Call in, Charles. You have a lot to say about Larry Reid, so call in. Call in. All right? You said I'm on the payroll. I'm not on this payroll. I believe the man is innocent. All right? Charles, call in. It wasn't read wrong. I read it right. So, Mr. Great, if I read it wrong, you call in and give me the correction. Give me the correction if I read it wrong. Right? Steph, if it was read wrong, call in and give me the correction. I know what I read. The guy was messing with a woman twice his age. She was in her 20s. Come on now. I didn't read it wrong. He didn't get molested by no Larry Reid. He got molested with that woman that he was sleeping with, twice his age. But technically that wasn't it because the age of consent. Let me see what the age of consent in North Carolina. The age of consent. But won't call in and say it. Age of consent in North Carolina. The age of consent in North Carolina is 16 years old. So technically, if he did have sex with his wife, now wife, and she was in her 20s and he was 16, it's legal. How are the age of consent law in North Carolina different in other states? The official age of consent in North Carolina is 16 years old. That does not mean that minor consented to sexual intercourse with North Carolina necessarily qualified to vote, purchase alcohol, or register to drive. So it's 60. So technically, his now wife did not break any laws if she gave him the yoni at 16, because that is the age of consent if they were consenting adults. But I heard that he was younger than 16. I don't know. I can't verify that. I'm going to just stay on the Larry Reid piece. All right. So we came on the show. We broke it down on the Wiley Show. Larry Reid is innocent. And until I see something else, you know what I'm saying? I'll bring it to you. We thank y'all so very much for the support. And if I said anything wrong, you can call in. But until then, Larry Reid is innocent in my eyes. Okay? Oh, we got somebody backstage? Because we put on a good show. Go ahead, Miss Sister Kelly. You live on the air.
Hi, Wiley.
That's the law. The age of consent in North Carolina is 16. That's the law. It's in black and white. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hi, Wiley. How you doing today?
Doing wonderful.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to say something. What you just said a few minutes ago. You're actually right. Storm Monroe, he have been doing more trying to call people and connect with people. Then no one started doing it until you do it. So you're right. Like how you call and get in people DM and leave messages and stuff. Now he's doing it more now.
I
I'm
know
telling
it.
you, every time I watch his show, I say he got that from Wiley because Wiley was the only one. It's the only one that I know said we're gonna call such and such and we're gonna leave a voicemail. You know, remember he was trying to call them people that did that to that girl over there in Mexico. He called them
Oh,
and leaving DMs and stuff.
Shaquilla Robinson.
Yeah, Sanquilla Robinson. And then I had wanted to tell you this. Please don't get upset with me. Well, I just had to tell you this, Wiley. Did you know Kiki Palmer revealed her stomach on Saturday Night Live? I believe you called her, pull her out the bushes, Wiley.
Yeah, she revealed her stomach, but we talked about her afterwards. But about it,
Was it?
she's not married, and she needs to be
Oh,
married. That's what I said.
okay.
And the other folks started to say the same thing. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I had thought you said it before she did it, though. I did.
Oh no, I wish I would have. That would have been.
Oh, okay. Okay. I said, oh, Wally is epic, boy.
Yeah.
He got these folk. Uh, he's speaking it over them folks, and they can't take it. They got to, they got to reveal it. Yeah, but I enjoyed the show today. While I'm on my part-time job now, I stay in the
Welcome.
bag.
Okay, so you got a lot. Okay, you ain't nothing wrong with that. Stay in the bag, and when you get paid, send a blessing this way.
Well, I sure will. But Wally, I had wanted to send you some of my products also, and
Okay.
I want to know if it was okay. Would you tell me how to send it to you? Do
Yeah.
you
Yes.
give out your mailing address?
Yeah. I have a PO box, so all the information
Okay,
is in the description box. And you have any problems,
okay,
email me.
okay. Well, I make homemade soap and
Okay.
men's beer oil and stuff like that, and I just
Yeah.
want to send it to you free as a gift for Christmas if you don't mind. You may
Okay.
get it a little while after Christmas, but you'll enjoy it, Wally.
All right. I'm definitely looking forward to when using some of your soap.
Thank you, and you have a great day, Wiley.
All
I
right.
get off at 1 o'clock, so you're
Okay.
entertaining me.
Thank you so very much.
Okay, bye bye.
All right. Bye bye. Right. I am human first. A lie came out in that CTV interview. Right, Jay. That's why the accused victim stated certain things. Okay. We got somebody from North Carolina calling in. All right. Hello. Welcome, welcome. I thought you would have hit the link, but go ahead, sister. Because you called from North Carolina. Are you Larry Reid assistant?
Okay. No, I'm not, Wiley. I just wanted to say that the point that you're making is invalid about the age of consent being 16 in North Carolina. Just because someone is the age of consent or over the age of consent doesn't mean that they can't get inwarded or
I never said that. What I said was the age of I said the age of consent is 16. Because it was because they said his wife, he was having sex with his dear wife at an early age, and somebody said, well, it was 16. I said if they were two consenting parties, then she didn't break the law because the age of consent is 16. That's what I'm talking about.
That's the fact that there are two consenting parties, but just because someone is the age of consent does not mean that they can't get R-worded or N-worded. Who's to say he did?
All right. I can't speak for that. I don't know. I can't speak for. Hold on one second. Let me call you on my other phone. Because this speaker. Hold on one second. Let me call. You need to hit the link because you trying to hit the link because we can't hardly hear you on speaker. No, you got to hit the link, sister, because we can't hardly hear you. They read the chat. They said they can't hear you, so you need to hit. You don't need to come on camera, sister. You're not gonna be on camera. I keep telling y'all don't come on. Y'all don't have to come on camera because they can hear you clearly with your point. Because you're making a good point, so they can hear you. I dropped the link in the comments. Yes, it's in the comments right now. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye bye. All right, because she have a good point. Because this phone is raggedy. This speaker phone is better. So let me hang up on this phone. Because the other phone is better. The speaker is better. Okay, y'all hit the link. You ain't got to show yourself on camera. People need to realize that the police are, the police are, wow, I was going to read that 1521. We reported. But in North Carolina, police need to realize that the police are looking at all those interviews and video. Yeah, they should. They should look at the police should be involved, and I encourage that. While you ride Tasha K the same way, this Tasha K and Larry Reid is two different cases. Tasha K was civil, mean money. This Larry Reid is criminal, and my track record in criminal cases have been spot on. I said Kaylin Walker was guilty. Now that man is in prison. I'm saying that Tory Lanez is guilty. And I also say that R. Kelly is guilty. And he's serving 30, 40 plus years in prison. So again, my track record has been on point in criminal cases. There, you don't understand what I'm saying? All right. So we got somebody backstage. There we go. Okay, I think we can hear her now. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Okay, Wiley, the point I was making on the phone, thank you. Just because someone is the age of consent or over the age of consent doesn't mean they give their consent. That means that they're legally allowed to give their consent to somebody who's older. Like, I felt like your point was not valid about the age of consent at all. And you said that wasn't what you were meaning to say. But my thing is, what was your point in bringing up the whole age of consent thing if that wasn't your point?
Okay, somebody in the comments said they said he was 16. What I'm saying is, if he gave consent to his then wife, if she was in her early 20s and they were intimately involved and he was 16, you could do. And if he gave consent, that's legal. All right,
that's a fact. I can't argue with that.
That's what I'm talking. That's what I was talking about. So
that was your point.
I'm reiterating my point. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what I said. The age of consent in North Carolina is 16. So, because they said when he was messing around with his then wife when she was in her 20s, if she messed with him at 16, if he gave consent, then she didn't break the law. Now, if she did it earlier, then she's a predator, right?
But if he gave his consent,
at 16, then that is legal, right? That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, my fault that I wasn't understanding what you were saying, but I completely get it now that you reiterated it.
That's what I was getting at because the age of consent is that way. Do you believe that Larry Reid is guilty or innocent?
Wiley, the fact of the matter is I don't know. I wasn't there back when it supposedly happened. I wasn't there. So we'll wait till everything rolls out and we'll see who's guilty and who's innocent. But I don't think it would be fair for me to put my opinion or my little twist on it because I simply was not there. Mm-hmm. So that's how I feel about it.
Because they said a police report was given, and I'm like, what is the update on the police report? And if you all can find what this police report was made, I'm going to call the police department and try to speak to the detective to get an update on this case to see if it was actually a police report given.
Wiley, why you want to just wait?
Because again, I'm media. I'm going to do some digging.
Oh my God. Well, Wiley, try not to be so biased with Larry Reid.
Everybody is biased.
He's still human.
Malago Grams is biased. She's somewhere with her botched body defending Tory Lanez. So everybody. Armand Wiggins is biased when he talk about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj.
Just because they're biased, don't mean you gotta be biased.
Everybody has got a bias.
A real messy lady.
Everybody got a bias.
Can't lie.
T.S. Madison is biased. Everybody that's on this internet, name me one person that ain't biased.
I'm not biased.
Oh, baby, you biased. Come on somewhere.
I'm not biased.
You got biased ways. I smell it on you. I smell it in your paw.
No.
So you say that you're not biased.
I'm not biased. Because I don't have no dog in this fight. I don't know either party. So I'm not biased.
Do you do internet? Do you blog? Do you do videos?
No, I don't.
So if you do all them 1,000 videos, you would be some bias gonna come out in them paws. You probably are you know because you don't do this type of business.
Lovely T not biased.
Oh, Lovely T is biased. Baby, baby, she's so biased. She be taking up for Cardi B. She can't do no wrong. She threw Tasha K on the bus. She be having all that liquor down her throat. But then when she was going against Tasha K, she was all sick in the hospital and demons was coming out there. So she is biased. Like, come on, somebody. Like, you can't say that Lovely T ain't biased, baby. But she's so much biased. Bias be coming out of her nostrils.
I don't think so. I think she really mature and she come non-biased with her journalism work.
Oh, she's biased. You don't think that Lovely T is baby? She biased. She got some biased ways.
Oh, if you say so, Wiley, but I don't think so.
She got some biased ways. And see, everybody have a right to say who's biased and who's not biased. Your bias might be different than what I feel like and who is biased. Bias is subjective. It's very subjective because everybody have their thoughts on who's biased and who's not.
I think you need to bring the lawyer back on the show.
He's not The lawyer only represents Bishop Whitehead, right? I sent an email because I want to interview Bishop Whitehead because he's a pastor, he's a bishop, right?
Mhm.
I want to know how you able to rock all this Gucci gold, right? So I'm trying to see how do he get the money? How did you get out of prison and you get all this money, but yet you ain't got no security in your church? All right. How do you get all this money, but you ain't got hardly no members? You got a handful of members, right? How are you so biased and you got your church in a raggedy, low budget area and you got all of this fame and fortune and all this money? So I want to talk to the bishop.
Have you tried reaching out to him?
I reached out to the bishop. I said, Bishop, I want to interview from the prison to the pulpit to the Wiley Show. I want to have a conversation with the bishop.
Well, that's gonna be one for the book, Swim. When y'all two link up.
Yeah, we he already said he don't like people that's LGBT. He used the F word. He called one black woman. He called her Miss Piggy. And I didn't see you come in his chat saying he was biased. He called that lady Miss Piggy. Did he not? I don't call that black woman Miss Piggy.
But you get up here and you call black women,
I'm not a bishop.
Aggressive though.
But he's a bishop. And he called that black woman Miss Piggy. Where were the black women for that lady? Y'all was laughing when he called her Miss Piggy. And he called her Biggie Smalls. He called that lady Biggie Smalls.
I wasn't there to witness that one, so I'm gonna try and look for video.
Still up. I can send the recorder. Send me an email. I'll send you the record because it's out there on the YouTube land. He called her Biggie Smalls and he called her Miss Piggy.
Okay, Wiley, if you say so, I'm gonna look up the video.
Yeah, it's out there.
So I can see.
It's at it. With that gold chain around his neck, with that jewelry on, they called her Miss Piggy.
So you think just because you're not a bishop, like it make it better for you to say it?
Again, I'm just letting you know I ain't the only one that called her. I would. He said it. I said, well, that's a good little joke. I'm gonna start saying that. I'm gonna call myself Miss Piggy. When I looked in the mirror, I said, "What up, Miss Biggie Smalls?" And Biggie Smalls had a cock eye. You know what I'm saying? He did have a cock eye. So, so again, I said, "What up, Biggie Smalls?" They called her Miss Piggy. He called her.
Wiley, I know what you should do is you should do like a little Kevin Samuels type skit, and you should have like your subscribers sending pictures of them, and you should see if like they attractive, if they're 10s. Because when you did that the other day, I think it was yesterday, one of them streams, and the girl said she was a 9 or 10, and she sent there her picture, and you said she was a 5.
Oh yeah, she was a 5.
That was hilarious.
Oh, she was a 5. Oh yes. You gotta be strong. She was a 5. She said, "I'm a 10," and no, you ain't no 10. Right?
That was hilarious.
She ain't called in since.
But I'm gonna go ahead and exit. I just want to say before I leave. Wait, before I leave, not only older women watch your show. I'm around 20 years old, so when people say only older women watch your show, and that's a lie. I'm here, and I'm pretty sure it's more people too. And I'll let you know. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Wow, it's so great. We got young people watch our show as well as the seasoned folks. We welcome y'all for y'all support and y'all love and everything like that. But thank you all so very much. If anybody else want to call in, we will gladly bring you on the platform because I did the talking. Now is the time for the callers to hit the link and come on over here. Because I would love to hear y'all voice and about what y'all got to say. So I appreciate y'all coming in here saying what you got to say. Okay. And Mr. Charles said the interview exactly, but nobody wanted to talk about that. He practically admitted, and I live like that. He said if he wanted at 17, he would have asked because he wouldn't have to take it. That's not admitting to a crime. All right. That's not a smoking gun right there. But call in, Mr. Charles. Go ahead, Miss Barbara.
I wanted to speak on atiela. Miss atiela. All right.
What was that now?
atiela. Michelle.
Oh, Michelle.
The one that Funky Cole Medea read to the gills. He read her so bad, I thought she should sue his ass.
Language.
Oh yeah, okay, thank you. You know, I gave her a suggestion, and she allowed one of her followers to just talk about my grandbaby that was in the back. You know, so I had to make a whole video about her. You know, and I didn't feel that. I think that children should be left off limits. You know, that really had pissed me off. And the whole thing is Funky say she funky. So I think you gave her some good suggestions to first of all be a spokesperson for the yoni. She really need, because she look like she smells just like Funky Medea said. She looks like it. You know, she looks miserable and lonely. I don't care about your money. You understand what I'm saying? You there, you 55, close to diabetes. You understand what I'm saying? And I just don't feel like she should just let herself. I just didn't feel like she should just not try to lose weight.
What did they say about your grandbaby that got you?
Oh my God. This lady just was saying some things that, you know, was off the wall. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that no one should allow someone to come against a child like that. You know, this
was the baby crying or?
Yeah, like, you know, not crying. She wasn't crying. She was just making googly sounds. And she was like, yeah, that baby probably got a miserable life and this and that and this and that.
What?
Yeah, she was going in. She was going nasty and despicable stuff. Because I was talking to Michelle, a woman to woman, about relationships. I just don't think a beautiful woman should leave herself without trying to find love. That's all the place I was coming from. You know what I'm saying? You know, you tied up, you working so hard. Try to, you know, spend time on your relationship, you know, finding you a relationship. That's what I felt she should have did. I was just talking woman to woman to her, and then she just went off like that. So I made a whole post about her, you know, on my page. I had, you know, I read people. I want you to also see how I read the lead attorney. You know, I had to read his racist ass in my
language. Okay, I gotta let you go because you cussing. We don't allow.
Okay, but check out my
All right, thank you so very much, man. We gotta let you go because this ain't all that cussing that you're doing. You got to go. I gave you a chance and didn't even send a super chat or a cash out with all that cussing. Go ahead, Kelly.
I just want to respond to Miss Barbara. She telling lies. I was on the show she was talking about that night. She called Michelle. Her grandchild was making a lot of noise in the background. And one of the callers was asking her, can she move to another room because her grandchild was crying. She got upset with the caller and proceeded to call Michelle desperate and lonely. And Michelle got upset, but she kept it classy. She said, what make you think I'm desperate and lonely? How you know that I want a man? I'm happy the way that I am. Well, to me, you seem bitter and desperate and lonely. And when they started reading Miss Barbara to filth, she got off the phone. She got off the live because they were saying you had no right coming to her like that because a caller asked you to move to another room because your grandchild was lying. That's the problem everybody had with Miss Barbara to call in on their show on their platform because she tell lies and she curse a lot. She don't know how to get her point across without cursing, and she tell lies and she threw trash from one show to the next show. You say we can't call names, but I just say the friend. 2 months ago, they booted her off that show. The short man with the wig, the Prince syndrome, the prostitute, he done kicked off his show several times, and she begged the kids butt to get back on his show. So what Miss Barbara does is she tell lies. I was on that live that night. I can tell you exactly that's exactly what it was. She called that lady lonely and desperate. Who calls somebody lonely and desperate? It's a person's choice if they want to be single or not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah. That was she called. ATL. She did. And
Wiley,
ATL.
she's a liar and the
No,
truth
you're
is
a liar.
not
You're
her.
a liar.
You
You're a
a
liar.
liar and the
You're a
truth is
liar,
not
and
you.
that's why they
And I'm
and that's
tired
why
of
they
trying
booted
to
you off
talk
the
to you
show.
ignorant
That's why
black
they
folks
booted you off the
because
show
you
because
ignorant
you're a
black
loud,
folks are
big mouth,
doctored and
crackhead
ignorant
liar.
and you
You
know
know you're
nothing.
ignorant.
You have
You're
no
ignorant.
God, you have no Holy Spirit,
You
you have
can't
no
even
Son.
have a conversation
And I'm
without cussing.
trying to
You're a
enlighten
liar.
you,
Go over
low
there with
life,
Prince.
ignorant,
Go back over there with the Prince and the
doctorate black
prostitute.
folks
Go over
and
there.
called
Go over
niggers.
there because we
I
don't
am
need you
sick
over
of
here.
you low life niggers. And I don't
Every
pay to be
show
on
you get booted
nobody's
off
channel.
of every show.
I've
You
been
get
on
booted
Wiley
off of
channel
every
from
show
day one,
because you
baby.
screw
I'm on
lies.
every show because I've been at the beginning.
No, they
I've
kick you off. You get kicked off.
I've
You
been
get
here
kicked
from
off.
day one, baby,
You
on
get
Wiley
kicked
Show.
off.
Longer than
You
I've been on
you get kicked
CTV,
off. Go back
baby.
to the
I've
bushes.
been
Go back.
calling.
Tell your
Let me
story
tell you
right.
something, you
Tell
black,
your story
lonely,
right. You can't
ugly
tell me
nigga.
nothing.
Watch
Baby, I
your
got more
mouth
money than
talking
you.
about I'm
I got
lying.
more money than
You
you.
are
I
lying.
got more money
I
than
don't
you.
care about no money, baby.
Well, you need to
I
because you
had
sound
all
like
of
you're in
that.
the project.
I had
You
all of
sound
that.
like you're in the old folk
Money
home.
don't mean
That's what you
nothing to
sound
me,
like. Do you
peanuts.
got a
Money
man?
don't mean
Do you
nothing
got a
to me.
man?
What
Do you
means
got a
me,
job?
what
Do you
means
got children?
something to
Where's
me
your crying
is that I
baby at?
fight for
Where's
civil
your
rights.
crying
That all of
grandbaby
that
at?
shit don't mean it. That all of that
Where
shit
your
don't
crying
mean it.
grandbaby at?
Girlfriend, let me tell you
Bye.
something.
She mad, Wiley. She mad. She
Nah,
mad
nah,
because she's a
because
liar.
these black
Bye,
ugly
Miss Barbara.
gonna come
Bye.
over and call me
You're
a
booted off
liar.
the island.
No,
You're booted off
you
the
a
island.
liar.
Because you're a liar.
I'm sick of trying to enlighten
All right, thank you.
And we're sick of you. And we're sick of you. Tell
ignorant
your story
doctrine
right.
niggers.
Tell your
You
story
understand?
right.
Because y'all are
Wiley,
slow and
Wiley,
don't know.
other callers will
Wiley, my
verify what I'm
page is
saying.
the Underground
Other callers
Railroad
will
to
verify
give
what I'm
Black
saying.
Americans information
Yeah,
to fight for
go.
their civil
No.
rights. This
We
black
look, we
don't
don't
know
want to hear
nothing
that. We
about a
ain't
civil
talking about
rights
that. We
because
ain't
her
talking about that.
descendants was
We ain't
made on
talking
a
about going
farm.
fruits.
You
We're not
are a
talking about no damn
descendant of a
farm.
slave
We're
that
not
was
doing
made on a farm. You
I
understand me?
am.
You
I
don't have
am.
no
I am.
descendants.
Matter of
You
fact,
don't
he
know
was a
nothing
slave
about
and he was
civil rights. I'm trying to teach
grandfather
my
was so and my
generation
grandfather was so
they civil rights with
daughter.
your
So
old
you're
ass
not saying nothing
trying
to
to
hurt my
teach them.
feelings. I am
You
a
should be
descendant of
trying to
slaves.
teach these
I
young
am.
children they civil rights,
I
but
am.
you don't. All you ignorant
You
niggas
just a
try to
liar. You're a liar. You just a
you
liar.
know
You're a liar. If
Hold on.
anybody can remember that show from ATL, please call the Wiley Show. Please.
Hold on. Let me say this. We allow y'all to talk, but we gotta have the language, okay? If you for civil rights, let's make sure we don't use no bad language, all right?
Use bad language, Wiley. I don't talk like that on your show.
teach
All
the
right.
young generation they civil rights. My page is to show these
Who
black
cares about your page, woman? Every time you get on these people's platform, you talk about your page. Who cares about your page? I bet you ain't got but five subscribers. That's why you on everybody. You just like what her name, Wiley? She just like Tulsa. She has to be on everybody else's page because she ain't got no page. She ain't got no followers. That's why she on y'all page.
Watch your
Goodbye.
mouth.
Goodbye. Go grow your fruits and go preach with your holy water and tell lies.
Civil rights. Stop being a doctor dictated fool.
What are you? What do you do? What are you? What are you?
Activist, baby.
What are you? You didn't sound like one earlier.
I'm the minister of the
but listen, you wasn't talking like that earlier. You weren't talking like that earlier. You were doing the same thing I'm doing until somebody disagreed with you. You were doing the same thing I'm doing. You weren't talking about what your accolades. Who cares? Who cares? You don't know what I'm doing. You don't know me. You don't know me. Goodbye. This is when the weed kick in, Wiley. This when the weed kick in.
Miss Barbara. So, Miss Barbara, do you work with Reverend?
No. This is what's going on. Jesse Jackson? I'm serious about this. About this, Wiley.
Who do you work with?
I live upstate Tompkins County, Ithaca, New York, where the police department and the judges are killing Black Americans. I came.
You done said this on every show.
People to be aware.
I'm asking you a question, Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara, do you march? Do you protest? What do? Do you march?
Yes,
no, because she in a wheelchair.
A federal lawsuit. Okay, if everything.
No, she ain't more because she in a wheelchair.
This ignorant, dictated, jackass, slave farm.
Hold on, wait.
And you,
ma'am. If you stand up for Black folk
in a wheelchair,
listen.
You can't be doing. Hold on. You gotta be doing all that cuss. I'm trying to get your point across. So
thank you.
You have a lawsuit now. What else?
But this slave farm made ignorant nigga got to get up off.
I ain't got to go nowhere. I don't have to go nowhere.
We're not gonna use the N-word because we're gonna be right with that. because
But I don't have to go nowhere.
yeah,
You can tell your story while I'm on the air. You don't run the Wiley Show.
Wally, these black people.
Hold on, Miss Barbara, because the N-word is part of white supremacists. That's your sister.
Thank you.
And stuff like that. But what you said, you have a lawsuit against Reverend Al Sharpton, or is it Jesse Jackson? Who you got the lawsuit against?
Americans have to start fighting for their civil rights again. All right, they took out affirmative action, they took out communities, they took out jobs. My page is to get
here we go on every show
so we can fight for our reparations. I'm not on YouTube for likes, and I'm also on YouTube to check niggas.
So, who cares about you checking somebody? Goodbye. The Buddha over there, Wiley. She can't even talk. That's why you know she full of it. You high in a wheelchair. You high on weed in a wheelchair.
Come meet me at CTV at 3:00. We're gonna have a good show. We got
goodbye with five followers, with five subscribers.
All right. Okay.
You say the same thing over and over. Goodbye.
Okay, we got.
What kind of activist? What kind of activist is she?
I don't know, but Miss Barbara, we're gonna have you on the panel. But you got it. If you say the N-word again, I gotta boot you off. Okay.
Okay, I'm not trying to be.
Hold on 1 second, Miss Barbara. Let me put you on mute because I think we have somebody from Reverend Al Sharpton organization. Alexa.
Bro, I came up here to say how Miss Barbara up here talking about civil rights and everything else, but she calling the other caller
thank you
a slave.
I'm telling it like it is.
Hey, but caller. Just a minute ago, she called a gossip just like I did.
Exactly. Ain't that what we all came?
That's all. What? Thank you. But now she better.
Hold on, Miss Barbara. We're gonna let Miss Barbara respond. Miss Barbara, they're saying your language is just out of the world, and you're supposed to be an activist. Why you call other African Americans the N-word that white folks used back in Jim Crow?
Because Wiley, I'm calling it like it is. I tell the truth, and she's a brainwashed N-word.
No, I'm not. You don't know what I am because we call you gossiping. We come here and join the show. You turning the show political. You turning right. Thank you, caller.
Are you risking your life to save anybody? Did you get 100 people jobs? Did you help?
Did you prove it? Prove it. Did you prove it?
That's the hell.
Prove it in your wheelchair. Prove it in your wheelchair.
And I still do it, baby.
Prove it. Prove it. I can say anything. Wiley. Hey, Wiley, I can say anything, right? Because you don't know me.
Listen,
you can say anything.
Everything I say could be proved, sweetheart.
But everything I say is proven.
Google, sweetheart. You can ask
what's your name? What's your name?
Alexa, you are tuning in, and it provoked you to call in. What else did you want to say? I want to make sure you get your point across. Go ahead.
I said already what I had to say. I just ain't want to let Miss Barbara slide up here calling people NIGGRs. Like I wasn't messing with that, and I didn't want you or the other caller to let her slide with that coon behavior.
Don't worry about it. I got wheelchair, baby. Don't worry about it.
But I'm about
that. Miss Barbara, do you work with Reverend Al Sharpton? Do you work with the civil rights people, or you have your
look
own?
It up, Wiley?
You know what, Wiley? Listen, you could try to make a joke out of this, but
look it up, Wiley.
Yeah, I'm asking you a question. You say you're an activist. I'm
asking
you work with Reverend Al Sharpton.
I work with civil rights, period, in the ghettos of America.
Cleaning up the kitchen.
I'm trying to fight for the coalition of
cleaning up the kitchen.
My fight right now is for the coalition of marijuana for the gang members.
Answer the question.
I'll ask you a question.
Answer the question.
So do you work with any? Do you work with any organization? Do you work with the NAACP, the Urban League, or are you just independent? Because I want to know where she worked from. She says she's working and getting the marijuana and stuff like that. So again, do you work with any organization or are you independent?
Yeah, the dealer down the street.
With people that have supported the United States.
The dealer down the street, Wiley.
Don't know nothing about my fight, nothing about my page. So I'm not even going to be joking with this. Like I said,
because we didn't ask for it. We didn't ask for it, though, Miss Barbara. Nobody asked for your accolades.
I want to ask you a question, Miss Barbara. So
no man gonna want that.
Miss Barbara.
Oh, I've been married 21 years, baby. I've been married 21 years. What your man?
I'm gonna ask you a question. So you're standing up for the marijuana of the Nation of Islam? Like what? I'm trying to understand.
No. I'm going to organize the gang members of the world to sue the United States government for reason and genocide against the ghettos of America. We must get the control of the marijuana so we can save the world.
Why just
all
the
of the marijuana destroyed in the United States and only grown and developed in undeveloped lands so we could save this world.
You just regurgitating what you heard. Well, no, you say get off the line. You're a liar. You ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing. I don't want to go to your.
Okay, hold on. So why is it? I'm at Miss Barbara. You got to calm down. Everybody breathe. Okay, we can all sing at the same time, but we can't all talk at the same time. So Miss Barbara, why is it just for the gang members? Why not just for African Americans that's not in the gang? You don't care about those people?
Because listen to me explain something to you. The gang members are the people that help destroy the world. They have to save the world. I'm talking about my God gave me these messages. If the gang members and the black people do not stop dying, God is going to take this world. She's tired of us getting killed. The Holy Spirit, the creator of this universe and world. She's tired of seeing black people get killed. The bottom line is, if the gang members are not saved, she's going to take this world. Okay.
All right. Now, so again, I want to ask you, Ms. Barbara, have you worked with any state representative, any Congress people to get
in Tompkins County, Ithaca, New York? I'm on public station fighting. I had a lawsuit. Everything is calculated. As soon as a lawyer picks up my situation, because in Tompkins County, Ithaca, New York, they kill kids like Corey Henderson and others. And I'm exposing it. There's no statutory limit on life and these
show the document. Send to Wiley email.
And sheriffs, these judges and lawyers. And
all right, okay, Ms. Barbara.
Show the document. I don't believe nothing she say.
Okay, let's bring Grace. Grace, do you have anything to say with Reverend Al Sharpton, Ms. Barbara?
I'm talking about the death of my friends.
Hold on one second, Barbara. Go ahead, Ms. Grace.
I'm talking about the death of my friend.
Give me 1 second. We gonna.
That's how she do, or at least she talk over people because she's lying.
Miss Grace, go ahead.
Yes, I'm here. I actually wanted to agree with the caller with one thing. I know she's hyper vigilant. She's upset, and she's using words to basically make people feel disrespected. But the word Nigga actually stemmed from where the slaves originated from. The map was changed a lot of years ago. In the land that we are from, some of the descendants of slaves, most of us, it was called Negro land. And they identified us as niggas when we was here in America, not derogatory at first when we started to use it, but it was. They identify a certain class of people. So as time started to go on, they had to flip it. Because if we use the word and then start to connect it to the original maps, people are going to figure out that they are the descendants of slaves, the Hebrews, and have a bloodline of E1B1. So I just want to say that y'all can continue arguing, but don't take offense.
I'm not fighting. But my thing about it is, she gonna political and hit below the belt. Hit below the belt when people tell her the truth.
Just to enlighten the conversation. We gotta step out of our emotions, and if you're gonna represent,
I don't have no emotion.
I'm talking about
we all got emotions. It's not easy to get your point across when you're upset and you're trying to belittle people and make people feel away. So that's all I'm trying to say. I love you, ladies.
She can't belittle me. She don't know nothing about me. She don't pay my damn bills.
You are amazing, and I love you. And I'm gonna jump off right now.
All right. Well, we thank you, Miss Grace, for coming on, giving us that history lesson.
Thank you, Miss Grace.
About the N-word.
That's right.
Barbara, to you again. Who have you talked to change the policy for the gang members of marijuana?
For the 5th time.
Actually, I have talked to all of the political people in Washington, D.C. They have received this information. I'm actually being tracked by the CIA.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, now you can say what you want to say, but
prove it.
Okay, Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara,
Wiley, stop doing that. Let me tell you one thing about
you ain't answering the question.
You say you talk to all the people in Washington, D.C.?
Wally, in Tompkins County, Ithaca, New York, the police and the sheriff and the judges are working together. They had killed my friends. You understand? And they got away with murder. And I'm going to get them arrested for it. There's no statutory limit.
How you going to do that? What's your plan to make that happen?
Once I get a lawyer to expose the fact that the lawyers and judges are stealing Tompkins County money, housing preservation development money. I got all the proof how they've been stealing the money. I got all the proof.
And what are you gonna do with it?
Black kids and
what are you gonna, ma'am? And what are you gonna do with it? With that,
they're going to get arrested. We're going to get arrested, and we're going to sue for the whole county and rebuild the Black community.
Who is your prosecutor? Do you know the DA name so we can bring awareness? The DA name? What's the DA name?
We have to bring awareness to the President of the United States of America.
But ma'am, you
Dr. Umar Johnson. Sure, Dr. Umar Johnson.
Okay, let me say this. You're skipping over. This is local. It's your local DA that's going to have charges. So, have you talked to your local DA before you talk to the president?
All of the DAs is aware of this. That's why they already got me.
What his name? Why they asking you what his name?
They got me on the blackball list and everything. Wiley, let me explain this to you. I need you to study a trial called Samuel Pierce trial. Right? That's what
you're not going to get it.
That's what our government has been doing, stealing trillions and trillions of dollars. See, they don't need drug dealers no more.
Now, Ms.
Barbara.
That's why they're killing us.
We have somebody else added on that want to say something, Ms. Barbara. One of the allies working for marijuana gang members and defending stuff for her friends. She talked to all the politicians in America and quit lying. Can you hear me? You got me on mute. Quit lying. That is your name.
The right name.
Yes, quit lying. What do you have to say about this? Hello?
I just had to. Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Go ahead. Speak up in the phone. Go ahead. I can hear you now.
Okay. The lady that just called, we appreciate that education and everything. Huh?
Yeah, I hear you. We appreciate the education. Go ahead.
Yeah, we appreciate the education and everything. However, we are bound by the terms and conditions of YouTube. And YouTube says that word should not be used on their platform. So
period.
I don't understand why she is saying all of this education that don't even apply to the context of the conversation nor the platform of the where the conversation is being held.
Right.
So crab in the barrel came up here trying to discredit me because
she telling the truth. You everywhere. You everywhere. You a liar. You are everywhere. You cannot answer one question. You a crab. But what are you? What are you? A liar? You mail the information to Wiley. What you talking about? Email it. Email it. Email it to the Wiley Show.
Tompkins County, Ithaca. Section 8.
What the DA name? What the DA name? She telling y'all she live on Section 8.
Oh, I don't give a damn.
So that means you don't have nothing. That means you're on the master plantation.
Me and my crew smoked up $1 million every week. I deserve to not have.
Boy, she is delusional, Wiley.
All right. So you're saying that again? Quit lying. Brought up a good point.
Right.
Because I don't think people are going to receive your message. You calling them N-word and cussing them out. If you want people to hear you, you got to be respectful, Ms. Barbara.
Yes, and you're right about that. That's why God.
Because you're repeating the information from other platforms. That's what you're doing, Wiley.
My mouth, and that's why I truly can read you your rights. But I'm not prepared.
You can't read nobody, woman. Anybody stand you. Who is you?
Sit your behind down.
Who is you? You can't read nobody, man. Anybody stand that mess you talking about. That mess you talking about, you getting from other platforms. You done played out. You go from platform to platform saying the same thing. Saying the same thing. You get tired of all of that. Bye. And this is your leader, Wiley. And Wiley, this is leader. And this a leader, Wiley. And this a leader. And this a leader, right?
Too much, sweetheart.
Who wants somebody like this representing them? She a joke. You a joke.
Job is going to get done.
You a joke. You a joke. Goodbye.
Miss Barbara,
Have a blessed day.
Do you have?
Bye. You a joke.
Do you have the district attorney's name?
I have the information, Molly. I have the information.
You ain't got nothing.
Information of the lawyers.
What is the district attorney name?
Lawyers and judges in Tompkins County.
I understand that.
I'm gonna drop the names. Get your pen. I'm gonna drop the names. Get your pen. Tompkins County, Ithaca, New York. Retired Judge Wassler. On the bench, Judge Peacock. Let them Google it. No, I'm coming to get them.
What about the district attorney? You can't do anything, ma'am. You're not the district attorney.
Thank you.
What are you talking about? What about the district attorney? You can't
bring charges because you have no power to do so.
Charges will be brought for those lawyers and police and judges killing Corey Henderson. How? We're going to get a civil rights trial.
Okay, how are you going to do it?
Civil rights have been violated. You know why? Because my descendants died for me to have a right.
How are you going to get the justice? What's your next step, or what you going to do?
It's all going to be a monopoly effect. Soon as I get the civil rights lawyer to take one case, all of the cases are going to fall together, and then they're going to realize that Black Americans have the right to Tompkins County, Ithaca, New York, because all of those Ku Klux Klansmen been stealing housing preservation development money, using their social security.
We have human rights and civil rights already. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm talking to you. See that Wiley? Look how she calling people names. See that Wiley? Look at that Wiley.
One second, panel. I want to ask you this because you said something. I want to quote you. You said the CIA is tracking you. If that is the case, why are you constantly going on YouTube? Talking.
Because I need them to track me. Because I'm saying it loud, because I'm Black and I'm proud and I'm fearless. I'm not scared of them judges, lawyers, and police officers that killed my friend. They going to jail. Just like I wasn't scared of them drug dealers that killed my friends. They ass in jail.
Ain't nobody tracking you but the Fed. You the police. You the police. You never know police.
One second, panel. We do have to bring somebody on. I don't know if this Reverend Al Sharpton's sister or Reverend Jackson's cousin. Claudia, Claudetta, can you mute me? Can you mute me in the back? You need to mute me. You got me playing. Mute your TV.
Wally, CT Conscious TV has a big time.
Hold on 1 second, man. 1 second. We're going to get to you, Miss Barbara. Give me a second. Let me bring this other person on. Okay, hello.
Yeah. Wiley, you can hear me?
You need to mute your TV. Barbara. Give me a second. Mute your TV. All right, we're gonna bring you on. When y'all come on here, mute your TV, mute your device, because this is live. Give me a second.
Hello?
Yes, you gotta mute your TV. I hear you. Mute your TV. Because this is live.
Hello?
All right, you got your TV playing. All right, go ahead, Miss Barbara. What do you want to say? Until she mute her TV, we'll bring her on.
Conscious TV has a good show on at 3:00. I have to prepare myself for that, Wally. But what I want you to know, please check out my page, Wally. I have two because they took one of them down. They hacking me. I'm not on for likes. I'm not on for likes. I'm on to give you information.
I thank you so very much for that. Hold on 1 second.
They hacking me. For likes.
Hold on. You got your TV playing, ma'am. Mute your TV. When you talking to a live show, mute your TV. Miss Barbara, we wish you well with the marijuana of the United States, with the gangs. We wish you well and your journey going after the retired judge of District 3 of Columbus, New York. And
Tompkins County, Ithaca, New York, where my friends was murdered by police officers.
We know about the 10 times. You done said it for 10 times.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
New York.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody cares.
We don't. Goodbye. Because we were talking about Michelle Brown, and you done went straight left.
Okay.
We were talking about Michelle Brown, so goodbye.
Okay, now we got Barbara. I guess she's on her way to a protest march. Okay, now we got ma'am. Can you hear me? Mute your TV. I don't understand why you calling in with your TV playing.
Right.
Mute your TV. Moderators, post in the chat when you call in to mute your TV. All right.
Right.
And you still got your TV playing. Moderators, post in the chat when you call. All right, let me boot off again.
Yeah, boot off again because she cannot understand. But anyway, Wiley, all that because I disagree. So that let you know, Wiley, that I was telling the truth about the Michelle Brown show because she done went straight left. That's how she do. She'll become an advocacy person when you tell the truth about her. She do this on every show.
My thing is this: number one, you're not an activist.
You're not. I'm sorry, the right word. Activist.
And you ain't getting no work done. Because number one,
you're not.
She's insulted. Number two, where your work at, and she,
right,
stuff like that. She's going on all. I don't know when she have time to fight for her cousin that got killed. When you going on 50,000 platforms
every day,
she should be out there protesting, taking signatures, applying pressure to the DA. Then I asked her, was she lied? I talked to all the politicians. You didn't talk to all the politicians.
Couldn't even give you one name.
Not one name.
One name.
DA, she ain't named the politicians that she talked to. None of that. Right?
Now she had said on another show that she worked for Al Sharpton in the kitchen. That's where I got that from. She said, I know Al Sharpton because I worked for him in the kitchen. That's what she said. That's what she said. I got it from her. She lied so much because she be high off marijuana in that wheelchair. She forget what she says. And that's why she get booted off all these shows because she be regurgitating what she hear other people say. She remind you of Dr. Umar Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Like, just say the same thing over and over. Yeah, but anyway, that's what I was calling. That's what I was calling, telling you that I was on that show that night with Michelle Brown. That's why she got upset because the panel attacked her because she called that woman lonely and desperate. That's what she did. And Michelle Brown blocked her for life. She ain't been back. And they've been going on 6 months. She ain't been back. She ain't been back.
Wow, she's in the kitchen. Well, obviously she's not a good cook because it looked like Reverend Al Sharpton been eating that lately.
Yeah, when he was fat. She said I did work with Al Sharpton. I did speak with Al Sharpton because I started working for him in the kitchen. That's what she said. Because she had went on like she worked side by side. And then the caller said, I don't believe you work side by side. Well, I spoke to him when he came through the kitchen about different problems and different situations. I worked in the kitchen. That's what she said.
1 second. Okay, so now we have some. Because and I need to address that woman, Barbara. Okay. You have to, when you call in on StreamYard, mute your television. Can you mute your television? Do you have your phone on? What? Your cell phone, is it playing? Okay, we can just do it on speaker for you. Hold on. Because your stream, that's you doing it. Hold on, let me put you on speaker. Give me a second.
Oh, Lord.
Go ahead. This lady gets.
Listen, that woman, Barbara, I have to address her. She came to lead attorney and she made the same problem. She thought, but you have to address the lead attorney. No, she went over there and started a problem. And he was so nice to her. And that man is not a racist. And she went to his meet and greet and was breastfeeding her grandchild.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me she is
not a racist? How dare she say that? As big and black as he is.
So wait a minute. So she went to the meet and greet and breastfeed.
She got milk on them things?
In a corner, I was breastfeeding her grandbaby, and then when the lead talk about it, she come on and talk about, she's gonna sue him and she's gonna do this and she's gonna do that, and she's not gonna do anything. Everywhere she goes, she's very loud and obnoxious and don't give people a chance to talk and make problems.
Wow.
Pretty soon she's gonna make problems with you and start threatening that she's gonna sue you too.
Yeah, she a problem everywhere she go. No one likes her on her platform. Wow. She don't last long.
Okay, bye-bye. I didn't know that. Breastfeeding at a meet and greet. That's the first.
Man, Barbara about my age. I'm 52. She still got milk.
Wow. I didn't know you could breastfeed your so did she have custody of the grandchild?
I don't know, but I don't know, but I know one damn thing. He cry all the time. He real loud. he cry all the time. He real loud.
This one to say she said that kids is off limits, but if they can hear your baby crying, that baby is going to be content. It's going to be.
That's content. Right. It's going to be. They couldn't hear the panel. They couldn't hear the panel for the baby. And he actually sounded like he about 5 or 6 years old. Actually.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so we definitely have in here for the National Action Network. We got the cook, Miss Barbara. You're live on the air.
Okay, Wiley,
The sandwich maker.
let me explain this to you. Okay, I'm putting my life in jeopardy.
Oh Lord.
Threatened. Okay, everything I told you is the God's honest truth about the lawyers, the judges, and everything. When I told you I was out there in my days supporting United States wars, working for the most notorious people in United States of America, it is the truth. There's nothing.
Where we hear that part, Wiley?
Okay.
Wiley, I have everything to prove.
Where we hear that part?
Okay, now I got to ask you a question, Ms. Barr. We hear that. But a lady from the motherland said you went to the lead attorney meet and greet and you pulled out your breast to feed your grandbaby. Did that happen?
Your 10-year-old grandbaby.
First of all, I made a video about that lead attorney.
Answer the question. Did you go to his meet and greet?
No, I never went to nobody meet and greet.
So she lying.
Okay, so she lied. So you did not go out there.
I never went to a meet and greet. Trust me.
So the lead attorney lying.
You don't want to meet me.
Nobody care about you. You're lying again. Another liar.
You never went to a lead attorney meet and greet and pulled out your breast?
No.
Call back.
This is what's going on, Wiley. The truth is that you're going to say that I'm a lie. I don't have no truth. I don't have no proof. When my friends died and got killed.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
We're not talking. We didn't move on from that. We sent our condolences.
Yeah.
I did. What are you trying to say that I didn't make people millions?
We asked you a question. Did you pull out your breast? And if so, to feed your grandbaby, where's the grandbaby mama at? Where's her parents?
First of all, I wish I could be old enough to breastfeed.
I told you, Wiley.
Okay, so you did breastfeed. I want to ask you another question. We have Miss Kelly.
I'm 59 years old and look 35.
Okay,
now you don't like a fat slob.
You look 59. You look 30. And you look 35. Miss Kelly said this. Hold on, Miss Barbara. Miss Kelly said that you worked in the kitchen and you was frying chicken for Reverend R. Shotton.
Don't you say it?
Is that true?
I have cooked for many churches and I have cooked for many stars and rap stars.
I told you, Ali.
Yes.
Did you work in the kitchen?
That could be true. I probably.
Hey, how you doing today?
Did you work in the kitchen for Reverend R. Sharpton? Yes or no?
I worked for a catering business. I did. And I worked for Damon Dash and I cooked for 50 Cent, Danny Glover, all of them. I'm in the video of in Rockefeller Center, Damon Dash meeting when Old Dirty Bastard came from jail. I was catering. I was the cook for his one of the cooks for
Old Dirty Bastard ain't belong to Samson.
Yeah, but that was years ago when Old Dirty Bastard was live when he just got out of jail.
On crack.
And that's a long time ago. Wow. So I want to ask you this question because you are a content creator. You say you do content. Why do you jump from platform to platform? Shouldn't you use that energy on your platform to get an audience off, to get your show off the ground?
No, my platform is not for likes and clicks and views and money. My platform is to just get
lies and destruction
right to the right person. Everything that the Holy Spirit gave me, my messages is on my platform. It's only for kings and queens. People like that lady, this lady.
The Holy Spirit don't cuss. The Holy Spirit don't tell nobody to cuss and call people whores and niggas. The Holy Spirit don't do that. So stop lying on the Holy Spirit. Stop lying.
Gave me the language to deal with all of these peasants and things.
No, this the devil.
Eternal life, Wiley. I'm born again. I was an Egyptian slave to a king and a queen, and I'm here to announce that the kings have risen, and we are in the revelation. And the Holy Spirit gave me the information what it's going to take to save the world. The Black Americans of the world are the leaders of the world.
So again, you do know when you go to other YouTuber channels like myself and others, you're putting clicks and views in their pocket. You do know
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I am to people.
But you're not about promoting your channel and all of that.
Ollie, I've had all the millions in the world. Didn't I tell you I work for the American Gangsters? It's not about money.
Hold on 1 second. So you were a millionaire before? Is that correct?
Oh, millions of times over. I smoked a $1 million house a week.
Oh, okay, so you're not. So you're not.
Faces on the table. Those are the.
Hold on 1 second. So you're not a millionaire now.
No, not at all.
Okay, so you're not a millionaire now. Okay.
Penniless.
All right.
Penniless.
Okay, well, we thank you so very much for tuning in. Miss Kelly, what's your closing remarks that you want to say to Miss Barbara? Did you want to say any closing remarks?
I'm sorry, Wiley.
Did you want to say any closing remarks to Miss Barbara? Because Miss Barbara said she was a millionaire over countless time. She was a millionaire. Do you believe that Miss Barbara was a millionaire a couple of times in her life?
I said I smoked $1 million every 2 weeks.
Oh, you smoked $1 million. So you was on crack?
Every 2 weeks.
So you was a crackhead?
I'm like Whitney Houston. Crack was whack. I was on coke. We made our own crack. We made our own balls.
Oh, so you wasn't on crack. So
I did more crack than Whitney, Richard Pryor, and Bobby put together.
Wow. Okay.
I did more drugs than all of them put together.
Wow.
Because I was supposed to.
You had like a
right there with them, work with them. You understand? And know the walk through the valley of shadow of death. I had to save many people's lives because they was going to get killed by these notorious dealers.
This is gang right everywhere.
I saved their life, and I got hundreds of people that I made white folks give good jobs to that they are now millionaires. I did my work out there.
Well, what happened to you then?
I destroyed the community. God gave me my job to build it back up. And every piece of garbage is going to be used to build this world back up, or God is going to take it. The gang
members, they explain everything.
The gang members are going to save this world.
All right, but we thank you so very much for saying that. Thank you,
and
ladies.
That old crab in the barrel, dusty, brainwashed.
Goodbye.
Don't care about nobody.
All right, thank you. Thank you so very much, Kelly, y'all. Wow, thank y'all so
much. But Wiley, you see I didn't lie. Did I lie?
No, you did not.
Okay. Have a good day. Bye, Junkie, in a wheelchair. Bye-bye.
All right. Wow. So again, it's so good hearing that. That was a show. I was not expecting that improv of Jerry Springer / Judge Mathis type of show, but I appreciate all of them for coming on the show. For coming on the show. Wait a minute. I think we got somebody from Reverend Al Sharpton organization. Okay. Give me a second. Let me call them on Instagram. Okay. Someone says she is banned for the National Action Network. So let me see if I can bring her on to say that because I can bring you. I ain't going to be able to bring you on Instagram because I don't know if they're going to be able to hear. Give me a second. Let me know if y'all can. I think y'all will be able to hear. Give me a second. Let me see. I'm not going to say your name. Let's see if she'll answer. I'm not. You're anonymous, but you said she was banned for the National Action Network. She caused a lot of problems. Okay. Can you mute me in the back? Can you mute me on the TV? All right. Okay, you muted me. All right. I just want to make sure. Go ahead. Okay. I can hear you now. Okay. Oh, y'all can't hear? Can y'all hear? Let me know if they can't hear. Oh, then let me send you a link because they said they can't hear you. All right. So you said, okay, hold on. Hold on. I want them to hear from you. Hold on. Let me see your link. Hold on. Let me send her a link. Give me a second, you guys, because this person. Let me send you a link. Give me a second, because they can't hear. Give me a second. Okay, and then we also got somebody else DMing me. If you saying something about Larry Reid, come on here and say about Larry Reid. Because don't inbox me. If you got something to say about Larry Reid, that you know Larry Reid, you know what happened to Larry Reid, you blah blah, you lived in the same city, hit the link, hit the link, hit the link, hit the link, hit the link. All right. Okay. If you got something to say about Larry Reid, you was in the room, you saw the guy, you was there, you was in the city when he got ran off, hit the link and say it. All right. If you said I said something wrong, hit the link and tell your side. If you feel like Larry Reid is guilty, hit the link and tell me why he's guilty. Oh, he got ran out. If you, as the board of bishops, hit the link. All right. I just had to say that because somebody's a, if you got something to say, you could be anonymous. Hit the link. So we waiting on Sister hit the link from the National Action Network because she said that Ms. Barber was banned and that she caused a lot of trouble for the National Action Network, that she was actually banned. So we want to hear that from the person. That's what she was saying. So I apologize if y'all didn't hear that. She said she was banned for the National Action Network and that she caused a lot of problems. Wow, this is definitely exclusive. I call in. He will call in if you hit the link. Sure.
Ali, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. So you were talking about Ms. Barber being banned from the National Action Network. Go ahead.
Yes. So let me just clarify something too. When people come in there to NAN or whatever, right? I'm not speaking for Rev or anything or for the staff. However, I'm a lifetime member and I have been there for quite a few years. When people come in there disrupting and causing a scene or trying to get to Rev before it's time to meet up with Rev and stuff, it's a real bad look because Rev has been through so much. So this woman, I think it's the same woman. I hope it's the same woman. Otherwise, I'll feel really bad. But it sounds like her because she has approached me before in there. She approaches everybody and tries to sell stuff. And she does all this weird stuff or whatever. And technically, she can't be banned like from NAN because NAN is like one of those locations. Like it's a physical location, public location. There's like this law in New York that you can't ban people. However, you can kindly be like, yo, you doing too much type deal. And I think that was her deal. If it's the same person, because it sounds like the same person with the same MO, with the same voice, and just doing this extra stuff that she would do. So I watched her like literally trying to get to Rev, trying to do all this really bad stuff and had to be like escorted out if that's the same person, because it sounds like identical, literally. And I was listening and I just wanted to share too, it's a very bad look for somebody to act out in this manner, right? And I don't want any beef with all your viewers and your listeners. I love everybody. But as an advocate and activist and somebody who's on the front lines literally every day fighting for our community, it's just a bad look for somebody to come onto your platform and be this disruptive on a YouTube channel. So imagine if this is the same person that I'm referring to that comes up in there at 9, then you could only imagine Wiley. And it's just unfortunate because mental health right now is a crisis.
Because again, and she was all over the place and obviously she ain't doing nothing for her friend. The friend is still living, ain't nothing going on. She just want to be she have a disruptive type of spirit.
Yeah,
on platforms she's been doing it. So I could just imagine her in the National Action Network interrupting and all of that, because obviously she definitely got a lot of stuff that's going on.
Absolutely. And I feel bad too, because honestly, if you look at this person that I think this is the person, you could tell there's something mentally going on upstairs, like something ain't clicking. But I'm not here to judge because I'm a child of God, like we all are. But, just imagine, right? You could just imagine after hearing that. I've never heard her on any YouTube channels, but I know the voice from meeting her face to face and I think she even attended, if she's talking about she cooked for Rev, which I highly doubt because Rev don't be eating nobody food. So ma'am, I think you need to pause on that. Rev don't eat from everybody. Rev is very peculiar, and particular about what he eats or whatever. Everybody knows that actually. So if you're with Rev, you won't see him eating from people. So ma'am, I don't know where you got that from. You cook for Sharpton in his kitchen. Which kitchen? Which kitchen are you referring to, ma'am? Not at MSNBC and definitely not at NAN. Let's start there. And then another thing about that is, if we're going to be advocates and activists, let's do the right thing. Let's not come here bashing people and then talking about you smoked more crack or coke than Whitney Houston and Bobby. Oh, like what? Make this make sense.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that you brought it up because her voice she got a very distinct voice. So, so if she sounds similar,
Raspy and very interesting, and I'm not gonna say weird, but definitely different. And then on top of that, like I said, it's the way she was carrying on that reminded me of this person. So that's what I'm saying. And honest to God, you had a great platform, and that was interesting. But why I be calling you Larry sometimes? Sorry, because you and
no problem.
My peoples. So I just wanted to share too. I haven't been on for a couple of days. There's some information I wanted to share with you, but I'm not gonna do it publicly or anything. We're gonna talk offline. But
so
keep doing what you're doing.
So Ms. Barbara is back, and of course,
here we go.
Ms. Barbara, what do you have to respond? Because we have somebody.
I have to respond because I called the United Negro College Fund and exposed them for stealing the money from the ghetto.
We're not talking about that.
What?
We're talking about you causing problems at the National Action Network. Stay on top of Ms. Barbara.
So those are the people that so-called banned me. The United Negro College Fund. I'm not banned. I exposed them stealing.
I'm not talking about the United Negro College Fund. I'm talking about the National Action Network. I'm talking about Reverend Al Sharpton. Were you banned from that organization, man?
Oh, I never would be in that hypocrite organization. That's not an organization.
Hold on.
But she said she cooked for them.
For the, Reverend Al Sharpton. Which one is it?
Now listen, I thought you was talking about the United Negro College Fund that
I wasn't talking about
United Negro College Fund stealing the money.
We're not talking about the United Negro College Fund.
On my page.
We talking about
that's what I'm saying right there.
I think it's the National Action Network.
It's the same person, I think, because that was kind of the same behavior and the tactics that they would use when I seen them in action. So I think that's the same person for real. Now she's
no, sweetheart. You got to go on my page where I expose the United Negro College.
We're not talking about the United Negro College. We're talking about the National Action Network.
It's like talking about apples and peaches. Like, ma'am, these are two different places. Totally. You said that
I came back because I thought y'all was talking about something. Okay, good day.
We talking about you being there, Ms. Barbara.
She's running.
I nobody's running. Y'all not talking about nothing. See, y'all don't care that black.
Hold on. We talking about you being banned. Listen to me, Ms. Barbara, from the National Action Network, from Reverend R. Sharpton organization. That's what we're talking about.
I would never affiliate myself with a thieving hypocrite like L.
But you said you cooked for Reverend R. Sharpton.
I'm trying to. No, I didn't. I'm gonna lock the NAACP up.
Now it's the NAACP.
Okay.
Wiley, you see what we dealing with.
Okay.
God bless you, Miss Barbara.
Okay, Miss Barbara.
I'm gone myself because that was just unbelievable.
All right.
She just said it, Wiley.
Okay. Yeah. I get you. I understand.
You see what I'm saying?
All right. Take a joke out of this.
Hold on 1 second. Miss Barbara, 1 second, Miss Barbara. True Living, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
True Living, you live on the air. We're talking to a lot that's going on the panel. What do you have to say to Miss Barbara?
Wiley, and I don't mean this in the way that it's going to come off.
Go ahead.
But Miss Barbara is a crackhead, and y'all are entertaining her. And she says she smoked $1 million worth of crack. She's not even a human if she smoked up $1 million of crack. And she's up here just talking.
That's why
sorry. You know something, Wiley? Right. I have met the most degenerate people in the world, and the crackhead is better than most of the people on this panel.
Miss Barbara,
listen, nobody. First of all, Miss Barbara, nobody's against you. Again, I just came on to say I do know this person. I've seen them in action, so now we understand what's going on, Wiley. I ain't lying because I'm like you see my pictures. While you don't have to say my name, but you see my page. I understand that. You know me.
And so, True Living, what else did you want to say? Because you said that she's a crackhead, but she did say, "Well, I smoked $1 million."
She smoked $1 million of crack. You're not even talking to a human being.
I've been off of them drugs for 35 years, sweetheart.
You see, call it out. Call it out.
I don't know what it's all about.
Come on out. You see how it come out?
Come out, Jesus. Hallelujah.
That is the effects of crack. And everyone want to argue with a crackhead, and it's like she's going to continue to create delusions. You see, she done cooked chicken with Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton don't even eat people food. You see
what I'm saying?
She just messing up stuff.
These low lives never been nowhere. They ugly. Baby, I'm so fucking pretty. Everybody wanted to
be. Bye, y'all.
Language, Miss Barbara.
You got these
ugly language, Miss Barbara, language, okay?
You see?
All right, I'll go through the language, Larry, but you got these ugly women.
Hold on, this ain't Larry, this is Wiley.
You see, she don't even know who you is.
This
you
is
see?
Wiley, Miss Barbara. Yeah,
you don't even know who you are.
You got this ugly thing on here.
1 second. Okay.
Coochie. She gives away free coochie. You are
okay. We gotta go.
You see how you see how it just comes out. That's how you know something is not right with that poor child. Wiley, stop! It's your faces. I just hope that whatever land she lives in her mind, that she gets better. I really do. Wiley, she's entertaining. I will say that. But Wiley, she is a crackhead, okay? And that's it. That's it. I'm gone.
We thank you, True Living. Ms. Barbara, I thank you so very much because not only did you admit that you were on crack, but you are delivered. You don't do that anymore.
35 years ago, I had to smoke the drug because nobody could tell me about the drug. I had to experience it myself so I could get firsthand information about this drug. You understand? I never wanted to stop smoking. God stopped me. Never wanted to stop smoking.
All right, you never wanted to start smoking.
I never wanted to
You're doing good now. How long you been clean?
35 years.
You've been clean for 35 years.
Yeah, because she made me stop. I can't even drink liquor no more.
You don't drink any liquor. Do you smoke cigarettes?
I smoke plenty of weed now, and that was something I never was able to smoke or consume in my body when I was younger. She didn't want me sitting down smoking weed. She wanted me to experience all of this so I could know everything about it. See, these drugs have helped destroy this world by wars and everything. That's the only way the government was getting money, by using our black drug dealers to sell all these drugs and then rob and kill them. They don't need that no more. They now steal housing preservation development money.
Thank you
that's
so
what
much.
I'm trying to explain. And black people don't know.
Hold on 1 second, Ms. Barbara. We thank you, Ms. Barbara, okay? Wow, she said enough. Y'all heard her. She no longer do it anymore. Wow, we've been on here for 2 hours and 25 minutes. I didn't think the show was going to go left, but it went left. We appreciate that. Okay? We appreciate the love. Make sure y'all, thank y'all so very much for super chatting. If you want to contribute and get more of this entertainment, our cash app is $Marquise Wiley 28, and we're not gonna smoke it up. All right. So shout out to people that contributing to the show today. Thank you all so very much. If you want to be a blessing to us, we also have a PO box. If you're sending money orders and you're sending checks, you send it to the PO box, because we definitely will use that and for other things for the show, okay? Our P.O. Box is 701122, Dallas, Texas, 75370. Also, you can follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter account, okay, somebody sent 20, and they said, buying you lunch. Thank you so very much. Somebody said they buying me lunch, and they sent us $25, so we appreciate that for coming through. Also, of course, I told you the Cash App. We do have a text number, so you won't miss these good laughs, because you never know what kind of show we're going to put on. Again, if you want to be notified, text Wiley to 888-534-4939. Text Wiley to 888-534-4939. Okay? You can definitely text us right now, and you can be notified when we go live. Today is going to be a very busy day, because we're going to go right back live in about 30 minutes. I got to get the thumbnail together. So we're going to be going right back live. So again, if you want to be notified, make sure you go to join our text list. Text Wiley to 888-534-4939. Follow me on Instagram at Wiley Show, WILEYSHOW. We on Instagram. We are on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok. At Wiley Show, WILEYSHOW. Let me make sure that we get the TikTok thing out. Give me a second. Okay, our TikTok is Wiley Show, WILEYSHOW. We got 349 followers. Okay, we reached 400 followers today. Follow us over there on the TikTok. We go live. We don't go live on TikTok, but we post over there on TikTok. We will be going back live because we have some breaking news across my desk that we definitely have to talk about. So we're going to be back live in about 30 minutes. And if you didn't catch up on the lives, just when we get done going live, just catch up on it because it's a lot of breaking stories about it. It's very, very busy. So some stuff just ran across my desk that we definitely going to have to talk about it. So again, all you have to do is join the text list, and you can definitely do that. So we appreciate. I have cable and watch it. I'd rather watch Wiley. Thank you. Well, send me the cable bill money. Give me a second. Wiley, please timestamp the aunties and tag everyone. I will put in the comments that when they come on, aunties. Meg just pull up to court. She looks great. Okay. All right, let's go. Cause y'all we could definitely do that. Thank y'all so very much. And make sure y'all subscribe. I know y'all gonna leave a comment. This show was wild, but I love it. Peace.